Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. It is so good to see you all. Hey, special shout out to G Ryan42. G Ryan, thanks for following us here on Nuuli. We need some fun, cute name for our followers. I don't know, Nuulies, Forgers. I don't know. Anyone got any ideas?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Forgers is the obvious one.
It's cute, but I mean, like, I
Got
feel
some
like we
little
could come up.
hammers and some little anvils.
Right.
That'd be cute.
That would be fun.
But we can't even come up with our own group name. So
We're
Well,
those idiots.
Well,
those
you
idiots,
might
that
have to
works.
in this episode. We'll
That
Oh
works.
no.
we'll see what is.
Greg and the Misfits.
We're gonna miss
Still,
it.
still
Or
the obvious.
as Carolee the Druid in chat says, more idiots. So
I
there
mean,
are
it's
many
also very
options.
valid.
Indeed. Yes, so as you can see, we are down a Sarah and a Mike at the moment. Sarah, unfortunately, could not join us this evening, but Mike will be along shortly to continue his reign as Defect. But in the meantime, let's go around, do some quick intros, who you are, who your character is, and tell me what is your character feeling at the moment they realize that the Red Crows have fled. And let's start up in well, let's start down in the bottom corner with Amber.
Hey, that's me. Um, Hello. I'm Amber Tenujaya. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer. And I gotta say, Greg is not thinking much. Just thinking, hey, look, I'm sitting up. 'Cause yeah, what happened? Where are we? What's next? We're not dead? Oh, good. Good. What? Ow. Ow.
I do appreciate Greg's stream of consciousness. That's pretty amazing.
I feel like
All right,
Grig is
yeah.
just like an endless train that just doesn't stop.
It doesn't. Sometimes it derails.
I love that.
I mean, I bet. It derails into something else.
Yeah. Yeah. A little out
Precisely.
of control.
Yeah. Moving on, let's check in with Tanner down in the other bottom corner.
What'd you call me? I'm Tanner.
Just the truth, baby. Just the truth.
I'm playing
Meow.
Adis, the human ranger. And I don't know, just lots of are they really gone? Is my husband still in the house? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is everybody else alive? Are they dead?
Those are good questions.
Are the cops coming?
That is also a good question.
Amber's wondering that one.
I will say y'all have made noise. So
I mean, there was 2 fireballs. I bet there was no.
Yeah. It wasn't
Well,
just us.
no, there was lightning, there was fireballs, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Screams of pain.
Yeah,
Tentacles.
all the things.
Always the tentacles.
Yeah. And up in the top corner, over this side, we got Matt.
Hello, it's Matt. I'm playing Spoot yet again. Spoot's feeling lots of things. I think, honestly, he's a little relieved that they left because that means Spoot's still alive. And he's a little frustrated that this possibly means that there's more to this later. Yeah, and then, just general concern for the party because I think we all got hurt.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, some of you indeed went unconscious and got a little pain up in your grill. But with that, let's dive into last week's recap, where here on Nuuli Forged, the party infiltrated Tower Manor and met Oligar Greyclaw, leader of the Red Crows. Red Crows?
I hate the red clothes.
One of them, in fact,
red clothes.
really had.
I used to
clothes on.
refuse to wear red clothes.
I still do.
Well, fair enough. No Sunfire cosplay for you then. Well, anyway, Oligar, the leader of the Red Crows, tried to convince you all to join him using both intimidation and the promise of positions of power, even offering you pseudo-lordship over Southbrook itself. Adis was very tempted, if for no other reason than to save his husband Kaelin, who he believes to be somewhere within Tower Manor. Yet Spoot was adamant in his refusal and managed to convince one of the Red Crows to actually switch sides. Battle erupted, and through a battle of axes and glaives and spells, the party fared pretty well at first, but slowly they began to fall, one by one, going into various stages of unconsciousness. Adis eventually used his latch blade to open a portal to the Astral Sea and managed to kick Oligar through it, separating him from his minions. However, the tide was turning grim, and Adis decided that it might be time to run. And as a misty cloud appeared from the portal, the Red Crows called a retreat from the manor and left en masse, the mist following behind them, leaving a fallen, broken party alone here in Tower Manor. Now, a couple things just to clear up. Spoot, you have just given a red, or rather a good berry to Defect. And it is at this moment where you notice the body of the woman who turned against her fellow Red Crows to save you, bleeding out on the floor right next to Defect.
Oh, darn. I'm just kidding. We will try to cast some Spare the Dying on her.
We have more good berries.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You ask. I have one.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I don't think I have any more currently. Actually, I might have. We all have two.
Everybody has 2.
Oh, great. I'll put that in her mouth then.
All right, you
say the cantrip.
Yeah, yeah. Save that cantrip.
Save that cantrip.
She was actually rolling really well on her death saves, but good job anyway. Yeah. So you pop that into her mouth, and she. Oh, oh, what happened? Where are those? And she just starts looking around, realizing that you are not the people who she thought would be victorious, but is happy to see that you are. And looking around for the black tentacles which pulled her down to her seeming demise.
For the first.
Well, the Red Crows have run off those that were left. We all took a pretty bad beating. In fact, you were hurt pretty bad in the tentacles. I would maybe just rest for now. Take it easy.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm afraid I don't have.
She does look indeed rough. She is like battered. She's got bruises all over her. Her armor is dented up to all hell. Like it's pretty much useless at this point.
Her belly is full.
Her belly is full.
Very
Adis,
satisfied for
you
some reason.
and Olive are outside, and you see these
Yeah.
red crows all gather. You see Bodo appear, and you see this mist flying off. And what are you doing with that information?
I would wait just a minute to see if they're like gone and just like not doesn't look like they're turning around, and then I would head back inside.
Okay, yeah. Some time passes, and they are absolutely, you see Bodo actually open the gate, and then you rush out, or then you see them rush out of it, and disappear beyond view of the main gate, which is the last you can see.
Sorry, quick question. I think I asked this in a bad way last session. So Spoot saw the mist pass by?
Mhm, yeah.
Okay. Was Spoot able to determine like what kind of magic it was, or
You can
is
make
it?
an Arcana check. Sure, I'll
Okay.
allow that.
I think I did a poor job asking last time. Okay.
With an 8, it was a weird mist that like floated out of the portal. I don't actually think you saw it appear from the portal, but you saw it float through the room, and then pop, floating away off to the outside, which makes sense that mist would float outside of an open door. So, yeah, that works. But yeah,
All right.
that is what
Yeah,
you
buddy.
would know with that roll.
Oops, wrong button. I forgot to do it in here.
No problem. So,
Okay.
a minute or so goes by, and Adis, you return, I assume, to your friends within.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you and Olive return to your compatriots who are.
I'm
Pardon
digging
me.
around, looking for loot, looking for documents. I'm searching the house
Well,
in my slow, whiny self.
well, go ahead and make an investigation check. There are a few bodies on this floor. I mean, there's the body of Craig, who was killed pretty early, and the other two Red Crow bandits.
Well, 16.
Great. Yeah. So you do find one thing of interest. You find it on Craig. It is a gold ring set with an amethyst. Looks pretty
Yes,
pretty nice.
great.
I'm
Um,
gonna start
but
searching for Kaylin.
That's a good idea. I was gonna say maybe you should look for Kaylin.
I want more proof. I'll find an
We,
office.
we also have the lady who sided with us, who could probably.
she
I would let
is-
her. I would let her
available.
chill for a minute. It's like,
Yeah,
collect
she
It's gonna
is
work on her.
definitely she is definitely like catching her breath and kind of looking around, just in shock and awe that you all survived your encounter.
If I remember correctly, the cannon doesn't go away if I go unconscious, so it is still up.
Correct.
Right, it's still within the hour. So I will have it go a bling bling bling, say come here, and give everybody a little temp HP, just in case.
All right, yeah, go for it.
just in case we run into that door.
You never know. Ooh, 11.
Wow.
All right.
That is 10 more than I have.
Yeah.
That's almost double what I had. Like by itself.
Great. I'm going to say everybody receives that, including her.
That would be my goal.
Yeah.
Cool.
So great.
Question.
Mhm.
I thought I had a great idea, but I don't know if it's going to matter now. So I've got these healers kits, and it doesn't appear that you can actually use them to heal somebody. I think you can just stabilize them? Question mark.
Correct. It allows you to stabilize without having like spare the dying prepared.
Well, can't you use it over a short rest? I thought they can roll 1 extra hit die or something like that.
That may be correct. That sounds
I'm not sure
There's-
off the top of my head. We can look into it though.
I know there's a feat for the healer's kit, and I don't know if that's feat specific or if that's a healer kit
Hmm.
specific.
Yeah, it might be feet
I think it's
specific.
feet specific.
Okay.
I don't know what I said, but yes, feet specific.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that
And
later.
Adis, you sensed
need to get
the
detail.
you have long since sensed the portal to the astral plane close as you were outside when it did so.
Yeah, I'm just. Adis is gonna rush in the house and like see that everybody's okay.
Yeah,
But then just,
you
like,
see
go search the
everybody up, including the woman. So you rush upstairs.
To last where I felt the locate object ping.
Yeah, so you rush up the stairs, and you all see Adis kind of stop in and like do like a quick visual, and then just bounce up the stairs like lickety split. When you arrive upstairs, Adis, you see a little landing that then continues up to another set of stairs, as well as a kind of hallway with a door closed, and then another room with a door closed on another side. In fact, I will show you on a map what I'm talking
Yes.
Yes,
I
maps.
love maps.
about. So, Adis, you bound on up the stairs. You are met with. You can see a door that is.
There we go.
Yeah, it is mostly open.
I came from down here.
Correct. Just
Okay.
one moment, please.
No worries.
I just gotta do a thing here. Live, uninterrupted, on air. We'll do it live. It'll be great.
Do it live. We're doing it live.
We are indeed. Cool. All right, here we go. All right, so indeed, everyone else is still downstairs, but Adis, you are upstairs, and you have indeed come from this stairwell here. And you
Okay.
can see a partially open door over here, a closed door here, another landing that leads up here, and a closed door there.
Do I hear? I mean, do I hear anything from the partially open door?
Make a perception check.
Should take an expertise in that. 20.
Aren't you already super perceptive?
You do not. You do not hear any noises coming from that room.
Okay. I mean, I'll bust open the door in dramatic fashion anyway.
All right, cool. I dig it.
Just like panic dramatic.
Yeah, absolutely. So, oops. Bonk. Yeah, you go in. You bust open the door. You check it out. Busting open the door, you find what appears to be some kind of library or meeting room. There's books on shelves. A quick glance around, you don't notice anything out of place. There's but on the on the table, there's a flower arrangement of yellow orchids.
Cute.
Which, I mean, Oligar didn't seem like a flower guy, but who knows?
You never know. Are those chests?
Yep, they are chests and boxes. that may contain things or may not.
All right, I'm gonna go back out into the hall. I'll go back to like kind of the edge of the stairwell and peek my head. Greg, there's a library with some boxes. You might want to come take a look, and then I'll just continue. Is that a door?
Indeed, there is a door there.
All right, I'll check that door.
All right, you go through and you open that door, and you discover the dreaded privy.
Occupied.
I collapse and go unconscious and bleed out.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So someone dropped a bomb.
Is that your
Someone has a
right?
weapon in there. All right, I'll try that door.
Okay, great. You go in to that door and discover another privy.
God damn! How many bathrooms are there?
It's a 2-privy house. I mean, that's
It's also a mansion. I'm surprised there aren't
Fancy,
more.
exactly. Yeah, I mean,
But they're both next to the library.
central location for
Yeah.
all the bedrooms.
I guess. Are there what? Is there 1 or 2 doors here?
so there is a door here, and as you enter the hallway, you can see another door down here.
This isn't a door though.
No, that is a window.
Okay, I will bust open the first door in front of me.
Cool. I'm gonna need you to make a strength check.
Jesus. Strength or athletics?
This is pure strength.
God damn it!
This is where Legolas breaks his ankle.
Right? See, I'm proficient in athletics.
Pronounced legless. Come on.
But not strength.
Anklets.
Not terrible. 15.
Okay, with a 15, you kind of rear back, and in your desperation to find your missing husband, you kick the door like right on the handle, and you hear a little and you think you just managed to smash the door off the lock, and you are able to open it.
Awesome. I open it.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna make a strength check.
The DC was 15, so good job.
Oh yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, so it seems like it's a little short hallway that opens up into a larger area.
All right. I'll keep going through and like checking door by door. Is that a door or is that a window?
This is a window.
Okay.
So real quick, what you see in this room, you see a room that has multiple like flower pots in it, and they're all filled with these yellow orchids. You see a desk and a small sized bed, as well as a door to either side of the room.
All right.
And I'd like you to pause there, and I want to check in with everybody downstairs. So what's going on downstairs, everybody?
She's dead.
Who's dead?
You killed her.
Just kidding. Spook did like a quick check around the room to see who was the most hurt, and it appears to be myself and who I've now dubbed Brienne of Tarth. And so
If you
Spook
ask
will-
her name, she says it's Jarena.
Great, yeah. I imagine Spook would have actually chatted with her by now. I'm going to cast some Cure Wounds on Karina and thank her for helping us and say that was very brave. I know you did not have to turn against your former employer.
You were very convincing at the time. If I was smart, well,
At the time.
I guess you won, so guess I made the right
Well,
call.
I don't know.
And she
I
looks
don't know if we
over
won
at
yet, but
well, she looks over at Craig and the other 2 dead people, and she's like, I think I definitely made the right call.
Yeah, that's
well,
fair.
I will be in your debt. I will certainly be in your debt, and I hope you don't regret your choice. Maybe you can be free now from, well, whatever he was.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Oligar's a very powerful and very conniving individual, and Bodo's really smart too. But
Yeah, well,
if you took out Lakama, then that's a good thing.
I don't I don't mean to trouble you so soon after recovering, but we are actually hoping to find some form of incriminating evidence against the Red Crows, and I don't suppose you might know where something like that would be in this house.
Either upstairs in the conference room or in Oligar's room, I suppose.
Maybe she has some incriminating evidence in her brain.
I was like, where are you going with this?
Witness?
Yeah, no, I got you. Yes, I think I will try to take a look around for Oligar's room.
All right, and this is where you all hear Adis yell down, "Hey, Greg, there's a room with books and stuff in it up here."
And chests.
And
If Greg
chests.
is done
The chests
searching
is
bodies,
what makes Greg's ears perk.
oh, definitely. Greg is gonna grab a snack on the way up the stairs. If there's actually food around.
There doesn't seem to be any like actual food
All right,
prepared,
that's
but
fine.
there's a pantry you could attempt to go raid.
Nah, it's too much effort. Greg is gonna go find some chests of
You
glory.
have good berries.
I'm not
Cool.
actually hungry. It's just that what are you gonna do when you're tired and bleeding? You're gonna want to eat something.
I know.
Also steal something.
Stressy.
Greg will head upstairs.
Cool. Is anybody else going to head upstairs, or are you going to hang out downstairs?
Spoot will head upstairs with the permission of the lady.
Yeah, she said she's like, yeah, whatever you want, and she just kind of sits in one of the chairs at the table, just like resting. She's pretty beat up.
Okay. I was gonna offer a healing kit to for bandages, but mechanically it doesn't do anything.
Indeed not. Great.
You would think.
So I'm just going to move the entire party upstairs. Bonk.
Let me at him.
So yeah, Defect and Olive are just kind of hanging out in this middle area.
No, I'm blind.
If you scroll over, you will see your tokens.
Hello, help.
The house is actually pitch black and you don't have dark vision, so it sucks.
Right.
I feel I should've
Gonna look
highlighted.
into this open door. It looks like there's some chests in here.
Yeah, you can rush over there. Spoot,
Yep.
you notice that this door here has been seemingly forced open.
Oh, wait. The one that's. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go take a look.
Yeah. You look inside, and you can see Adis in there searching around stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
All right. So, Adis, go ahead. Give me an investigation check in this room. Assuming you're looking for something.
Double nat 20!
I am going
Wow.
to find it.
Whatever it is, you're finding it.
Wow.
I'm gonna be useless the rest of the game, guys.
That's
so you're gonna
okay.
have to compensate.
Okay. Here is what you find in this desk. Or, well, in the room. You find a locked drawer in the desk. Most of the other drawers don't have anything of notable value in it, but there is a locked desk drawer. You also find the outlines of a hidden compartment in the wall.
Do I need thieves'
Hidden
tools for it?
compartment.
Oh,
Hey guys.
Mike, you're back. I didn't need you to kick down a door.
I was
I made a strength check.
indeed.
On the nubbins.
Kick the door.
Exactly the right number.
This is like slayed a dragon, kicked in a door. It's like.
Yeah. Listen, for a +0 on strength, I'm very happy.
Yeah, he done good. He done good, y'all. So yeah, Mike, just to catch you up real quick, you are investigating Tower Manor.
All right, excellent, good. Did we find anything good so far?
I found the privy.
Yeah.
2 of them.
2 of them.
I'm in a room with a bunch of chests and books.
Well, so Greg found a ring on Craig's finger, and everyone else is investigating in various other places. So with a natural 20, you definitely find this hidden compartment in the wall, Adis.
Mm-hmm.
And you find that this door over here on the far side of the room leads to a private bathroom that like has a little tub as well as full privy.
How many damn privies do they need?
Another one.
A lot of people lived here.
I mean, yeah. Hard
And
traffic.
and this door here is locked. And like you try to bust it down, but no success. It doesn't jiggle. It's weird. You do sense, however, with a natural 20, it looks like that there might be something more to that desk drawer that is locked and meets the eye.
Greg!
Hang on.
I found a secret panel in a wall and a secret locked drawer.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
All right, I guess these chests can wait. All right. There's something good in there, and we forget to take it. I'm gonna be mad at you.
And Defect, can you kick in this door, please?
Where are we? Over here? I
Absolutely.
can open a door. Come on.
It's more dramatic if
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so indeed, there is a locked drawer in this desk here.
Spook
Cool.
goes into the bathtub.
Who has to
yeah.
use the tree?
Grig is going to back up a
Yeah.
little bit. He's
Mhm.
a little hesitant and pull out the mage hand and
Okay.
give it the tools to open up this drawer. Try to unlock it.
And you're proficient with thieves' tools?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Roll a thieves' tool check.
20.
Cool. I don't know if your mage hand has the dexterity to wield all the tools at once. I think that's a special feature.
Oh,
That's
really?
only
Okay.
arcane tricksters,
Yeah,
I
I
think.
think it's only arcane trickster rogue, so you'd have to actually get up there and do
All
it.
right. Then I'll get up there and do it. If I die, this is on you.
Or if you have two.
You deftly undo it. Like it seemed like it was barely even locked. Like it's just like one of those like diary key locks, and you just like flink,
Okay.
no problem.
Great.
Was it the password journal from back in the day?
Exactly. So.
Do I see anything else interesting about it?
That
Lock feels
not
too easy.
not with it being closed. No.
Okay. Well, then I will open it now that it's unlocked.
Okay, yeah, you open it, and inside, you see what appears to be a spellbook.
Yoink.
Yeah, it's definitely stealing that.
Cool.
Jinkies.
I need Grig, Defect, Adis, Spoot, and Chomper to make dexterity saving throws, please.
See, I knew it was going to be trapped.
I should have stayed on the toilet.
I didn't see that with my investigation check.
Through a closed door? No.
Oh, that's fair.
22.
That's fair. I thought it was like upon opening. It's upon taking the book that this is
Apparently.
going on.
Yeah, Grig lifted up
Okay.
the book and looked down, and there was a carved sigil underneath the book.
Well, shit.
Okay.
And
And ducks.
Whew.
Yeah, you might actually have a shot of getting away.
I have good berries, so don't worry, guys.
cool. So everyone who rolled below a 15
Ah,
takes 7 points of acid damage as a little globule of acid rises up and explodes.
okay. Thank you for temp HP.
That could have been worse. I was thinking fireball.
Right.
Yeah, it seemed like
Should
it
have
was.
seen that coming. Sorry.
Like-
That's why
like
the
it-
hand is here.
like-
Sorry.
It would have taken out most people. So, y'all did good.
Your average commoner.
But
Right.
yeah, so yeah, opening up this spell book, Grig, it is totally blank.
Oh, I love it.
It appears to have been a decoy.
Dang
Oh,
it.
I was gonna go get some lemon
Great.
juice and
Greg, the panel's over here as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, secret panel. I like
I'm
secret
going to the
panel.
privy.
If we passed the deck save, did we get any damage or no?
Nope, no
Okay.
damage. It was essentially a trap with a cantrip, is what it was. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go investigate this secret panel.
Yeah, a quick investigation check. It's already been found, so the DC's lowered.
Okay.
You see that it's just like kind of a knock in one place kind of deal, and it'll open up.
Okay. I start
Knock
tapping.
on it with your hand.
The mage hand.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, hurry back up.
Okay, yeah. It opens up, and a couple of things spill out. A heavy pouch sits in one corner, like a heavy-looking purse or something.
We love those.
And 3 like little satchels kind of plink 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 fall over. One of them actually falls out onto the desk. And Greg, it looks to you like there was something else in here that was grabbed and removed fairly recently. That's why everything kind of like shifted when you opened the thing.
That sucks. I think somebody took something. What was the other stuff that fell out? Or did someone else write it down already?
It was 3 satchels and 1 like coin purse, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
But we love all 3 of those.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Did you look around the whole room? Do you think there's anything else?
I
Or
didn't.
can I go
see
back to
any-
the chest?
I mean, you can go back. I didn't see anything else.
Well, there was the door that you couldn't open.
Well, yeah, I need defect for that one, I think.
I can
Right.
unlock it if it's locked.
You said I couldn't get it with strength?
No matter how hard you tried, it didn't seem to budge.
Okay. I don't know. I couldn't push it. Although I'm not terribly strong.
Well, let me take a look.
So
Take a look.
great, Greg, go ahead. Make an Arcana check for me.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's Arcana.
no.
That's not good. 18.
Yeah, you can tell that this doorway has been magically protected somehow. Like, it's going to be very hard to pick this lock. It doesn't necessarily look dangerous, it just looks protected.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a magic door.
what do you mean magic door?
I mean, like, it's protected. I don't think I can pick this normal means. This seems like some sort of spell you'll have to do. I don't know exactly what, but I don't think strength's gonna cut it.
I mean, you all can certainly try, you just know that it's protected somehow. Like, the resistance of this door has been increased, but you don't know how exactly.
Right.
Could I?
Yeah, I mean, defect's really strong, but I don't know. It's magic. Give it a shot, defect.
Could I assist defect?
It's kind of hard to assist him attempting to, like, open a door or force open a door.
I was just imagining like Resident Evil, both characters kicking open the door at the same time.
Sure. I will allow for that.
Okay.
Go ahead and attempt to kick, defect.
And that gives him advantage?
Yeah.
So this is just a strength check, right?
Straight strength check.
Okay. 20.
Not bad.
You bring up your feet and you wail on the door. Bong! The door holds its ground.
Fuck this door.
Hmm.
I would just like to try to knock on it and be like, hello? Is there anybody behind this?
So you knock. Go ahead and make a perception check. To see what you hear in response.
Fuck. 11.
With an 11, you put your ear up
Okay.
and you hear nothing from the other side of the door.
would you like to use this? Maybe? And Spook will pull out his crowbar.
That will help. It's
Or
magic.
do we think it requires Oh, well.
I mean, mechanically speaking, a crowbar would just give you advantage, which I already gave to defect.
Would just be a higher DC. Try again.
I
well,
will.
I
I
will
will
not
also
mechanically
say,
RP
like,
more then.
you could try your thieves' tools. Like, it's going to be
I'll
difficult.
try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me try. Let me try
Here,
this.
There's
let's-
nothing
let's
preventing
fight
you from
magic with
trying
magic.
the normal means of opening the door.
Right.
There's not like a force shield or anything there.
Defect can just smash the hinges with his axe. Just take
Take
out
it
the
if you want to,
surrounding of the door.
So Spoot gives you some guidance.
Me?
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
thought you said you were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Thieves' Tools
yes.
door.
The thiever.
Plus a D4 is guidance.
30!
30.
Wow, that beat the
Wow.
the crit.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow. With a
I'm
30,
never doing that again.
Greg, you focus in on this lock, and you stick in your tools, and then you've got a third one that you produce and use your mouth to hold a piece in, and you kind of got 3 things working, and you're wiggling your tongue. And it takes you a couple of minutes, but you hear a click, and you see a little bit of arcane fizzle inside of the keyhole.
Oh my god.
The DC
I
was
knew you-
25. I just want you to know that.
I knew you could do it.
So,
Like,
Boom.
well done
That's
That
indeed.
artificing skill, channeling a
that
little
is
bit of magic.
crazy.
You didn't even need the guidance though. You had
Oh
already
my
beat
god,
it.
that was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
The arcane
But
lock
that's the
spell
fact that
is
she got a
is a
30
low-level
on a
spell
lock
that comes in
picking.
handy. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was very well done, Greg.
That-
So
that's a first.
Crick,
All
how
right.
did you do that?
It just felt right. I don't know. It felt right.
You did a great job. Let's see
Yeah.
what's inside.
all right.
Mage
Help
hand
us out.
first.
Mage hand just pushed the door open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use the mage hand, push the door open.
All right. You push the door open, and you see what looks to be the just like looking into the room. It seems to have like a few flower beds, and it seems like this is part of that tower that's on the front of the house. And you see all these little yellow orchids in there, like in little flower beds.
Somebody was really interested in flowers, it appears.
That's suspicious.
Does anybody enter the room, or are you just like looking in?
Oh, Spoot will go in. Spoot has
Wait,
a
do we want to detect magic on the
herbalism
room
kit.
first?
Okay, Spoot, you enter the room, and nothing happens.
great. I'm glad to get that over with.
You turn around and you see a ladder on the wall of this tower that leads up to a trap door in the ceiling of this room.
Why are there so many
There's-
yellow flowers? It's making me nervous.
Well, yeah, can Spoot sort of investigate the flowers for a second? I don't know if his herbalism kit actually would be of
Sure,
much use
make
here
a
or not,
make a
but-
nature check. A natural 20.
What is this night?
What?
We're gonna die in combat if there's
Wow.
combat, everybody.
Wow, y'all.
No combat. I will
Wow.
Swear to
quit the
God.
stream if there's combat.
All of us just walk away so Jared can't proceed.
You realize that all these yellow orchids will form a gestalt to form a yellow orchid dragon in about 2 seconds.
Get out, get out, get out! I'll stall him. I'll stall him.
No. Wow, that was amazing. Yeah, well done, Spoot. No, here's what you realize. You realize that these flowers are actually native to like your home area. Like they originate from the swamp. They're yellow orchids, and they are very, very difficult to grow. So whoever was doing this was like very dedicated to the art and must have like loved these flowers a lot.
Just make a quick note.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I will
But
share
yeah,
that with the group.
one other thing about this trapdoor that you notice in the ceiling above you, it is latched from underneath, like on your side of the trapdoor.
Adis or Grig, or anyone who would like to climb. There's a latch on this side of that trapdoor.
Mage hand.
Mage hand.
This little tiny claw goes up and tries to open the latch.
Slides over.
Everybody ready?
Adis leaves the room.
Mage hand opens the door.
I think it's a 5-pound limit on Mage Hand, right? So
yeah, for
it-
like manipulating things.
yeah, it tries to push and it can't quite push it up.
It's a push up. All right. It can't get it up. It's a little heavy. Oh, it says 10.
Oh, is it 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, then you can't. You see it just barely,
Cool.
and it
Anybody
goes
up there?
You do not hear a response.
Do you want me to go take a look?
Can you climb? How sturdy is this ladder? Is it
I mean, the ladder
We're about to
looks
find out.
the ladder looks sturdy. Like it's
How
fine.
healthy you feeling?
Mechanically, I'm a medium creature.
Yeah. So, Spoot, you climb up there, and you stick your head, and it's up in that room, and it is a very, very small room. It's actually even smaller than the one below it, and you can see the roof like tapers to the top of that like conical shaped tower of Tower Manor. And like against the far wall, away from the trap door, there is a man, manacled, and like held up in no shirt, very bruised, bleeding like out of the side of his mouth. His nose is busted. He's got black eyes. He looks like he's been beaten up pretty badly. And you recognize the man as the guy who was in the warehouse that disappeared with Craig.
I'll call back down. There's no one here. No, just kidding.
You bitch.
I would like to medicine check our good friend here
Yeah, go ahead.
to see how bad he is doing.
He is like on the verge of unconsciousness with a 17.
Just for safety, I've used both my good berries.
What? And
Just for
your
safety,
your
I
passive
will-
perception is a what? Is a 15.
15. That's right. It's insight. That's higher.
So you hear him muttering to himself as you kind of look him over. He's repeating Adis's name.
Adis, I think you're gonna want to get up here and bring a good berry or two.
What do you mean?
Get up here, Adis, now.
I'll run up.
Yeah, you try to get up there, but Spoot, you'll have to climb down first. You eventually sort it out.
Boo, get your big turtle
Okay.
ass out of my way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Eventually, Adis, you make
I'm
it up
coming
there,
down.
and chained like arms above his head, like to the rafter and like against the wall, you see a broken and battered form of Kalen, your husband.
Sus. Super sus.
Just like since he looks so different than normal, like Adis kind of just stands there for like a moment, just because like very visually different than what he saw the last time he saw him, aside from like the warehouse.
Yeah, just as a reminder, this is what Kalen looks like now. He is decidedly older than how you remember him. The lower part of his left jaw like looks like it's been wounded at some point and kind of healed over, so there's like a pretty massive like claw swipe scar there. And like his hairline's receded, he's gone a little to gray. but the eyes are the same. Or they would be if one of them wasn't swelled shut with a black eye and his nose wasn't busted and bleeding.
Right. Adis will just like walk over and go down. Like, he's on his knees, right?
Yeah,
Chained or
his body weight has kind of dropped him to his knees, and it looks like his arms are like stretched to like keep them up and elevated. Like it is not a comfortable looking position.
can I break the chains at all?
Make a strength check.
Or are they like okay?
And I will say, like with your passive perception, you definitely hear him muttering your name kind of under his breath, almost like a mantra.
That's cute. Oh, 19.
Yeah, with a 19, you try to break these chains, and they don't
What?
budge.
I'm never gonna roll this high on strength again, and I
It
still.
it is. I mean, it is like a singular like chain with manacles on either side thrown over a banister. It's not chains.
Okay.
It's not like two chains in a wall.
Okay. That's. I was imagining like two chains or like a singular chain
Gotcha.
coming down.
Sorry.
not, like,
Yeah.
looped.
It looks like the chains
Okay.
are just thrown over,
Okay.
like
That
a
was still
like a
quite
beam.
No, you trying.
I
But
mean, I'm still impressed with that roll. That's not gonna.
yeah, you
Ever happen
make a
again,
lot of
right?
noise like trying to break these chains out. And
Wriggle
that
the
noise
eye.
causes his eyes to flicker a little bit, and he opens and he kind of looks over him and he's like, "No more, just end it."
Kaylin, I'm not here to end you.
And he kind of opens his eyes a little more and he's like, "Adis,
Yes.
is it really
And
you?"
Adis will kind of like squat down. Yeah. Are you really you? You look very different.
He begins to cry.
Adis will just like still very, apprehensive, just like waits for a moment and then like just kind of slowly goes and hugs him. So
Um,
the red curse are gone. You're okay.
Adis, I never thought I'd see you again.
I
I'm sorry.
didn't think
I
for
tried.
what?
I searched for you for so long. I tried to find you. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have given up. I didn't know you were here.
I've only been awake for about a year. They found me down by I forget the town's name.
Sewell.
Spool? Sewell.
Mhm.
I was found in a cave by the ocean in Sewell. You'll never believe
He's just like totally crying at this point. He's exhausted. He's crying. He's manacled. Like he is in
Greg!
bad shape.
What? Yeah.
I need you
Okay.
to get these manacles off.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Greg, you're small enough. You can scamper up there.
I'll hit guidance on their way up,
Yeah.
just in case.
That was a very high thieves tool that you got. Oh,
Oh my
Jesus,
God,
Greg.
again.
Wow. With another
Cool
25.
expertise.
With
Cool
a
expertise.
28!
yeah. You just really quick, like these manacles were not like super high tech. They were just there more for like doing the job than like really worried about him getting out.
So with that roll, Greg
so
just
yeah.
like looked at the locks, didn't even touch them, and they just
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg like stuck in a lockpick and like wiggled their wrist and boom, both the cuffs.
I think you're doing
No
like this.
problem. Kalen like collapses against you as you hug him.
oh, Jesus.
His arms are like so tired from being kept above his head. And like you kind of lay him down and let him like relax for a little bit. and he's just, he's in rough shape, but he's alive,
Mhm.
and he's with you.
Greg, can you go check the library now, please?
What? I'm running your errands now? Is that what's happening? Fine,
I need
fine.
some alone time.
Yeah, no, okay. Yes, that's okay. Greg leaves.
Spook will whisper as Greg walks by. You did great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, Greg, you head over to the meeting room, and you
Yep.
look around in there. Yeah. So in this meeting room, you can see all these bookshelves with table. There's a table with a bunch of chairs, and a few chests kind of littering around anything. But yeah, go ahead, make an investigation check in this room.
14.
Okay. With a 14, a couple of things stand out to you. All of the books in here seem kind of random, like they were just bought in like a used lot and like put on display. Like they don't really mean anything. Like nobody's really read them here. Kind of like they bought the yard or the books by the yard and threw them on the shelves to make for looks more than anything. So the books all seem fairly innocuous. Inside the chest, you find like various writing utensils. There's like some paper, like bindings, but nothing like really valuable per se.
Okay.
In another one of the chests, you find a few more blankets and like it's like extra linens kind of deal. And in the third chest, you find like heavier winter stuff. So
Okay.
there doesn't seem to be too much in this particular room.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not really anything in here. No secret compartments or anything that I can find. You want to take a look? Noticing that Defect has followed me.
Defect.
Grief
will help.
effect.
Yeah,
Um,
go ahead, Defect. Make an investigation check.
Oh!
With a
Yep.
19, you
Greg,
Scanning
you're
mode
looking-
activated.
you scan the room. You like flip over the table, the chairs. You kind of like take an arm and like throw the worthless books off the shelves. Nothing else that Greg didn't find in this room.
Huh. Well, let's see. We'll go look at the other rooms because we haven't seen them yet. All the privies. We don't know what else there is.
There's
Uh,
actually information
Ad-
hidden in the privy.
Adis
You
left.
never know.
Adis kind of just like left the doors open because he was like, "Fuck these privies."
Okay.
However, there was another room over this way.
Okay. Yeah, let's go over there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You indeed find a door that is locked.
Well, I will unlock it, I hope.
Yeah, go for it.
Only a 16 this time.
A 16 will open the non-enchanted lock on this door. So
Great.
poof, in you go.
In we go.
So inside this room, you find a very large bed, like almost 20 feet or almost 10 feet by 10 feet. Like it is a massive bed, and it is piled high with pillows and cushions as they're like arranged for nothing less than the most comfortable thing ever, the most comfortable sleep. You see on the ground here a fur rug from a grizzly bear. There's a locked chest in the room, and a door on the other side.
Told ya. criminal masterminds always love the cushy life. I'm gonna try to open the chest
Yeah, go for
first.
it.
I'll unlock it.
Yeah, go for it. Make
How
that.
many locks? 22.
Jesus. Another
Wow,
natural
yeah.
20.
No problem. You just unlock ye old chest here.
Well, I'm gonna scooch back and have the mage hand do the opening.
Yeah, it opens up. Nothing happens when you open up.
What happens when I have the mage hand rifle through it?
You hear a bunch of clinking and clanking and like things being knocked around.
All right, I will move forward to see what's in there.
Inside, you see what is now a mess of coins that have all been mixed together.
Ooh.
A book, and it looks like a few pieces of jewelry inside.
I will yoink all of that.
All right.
God for bag of holding.
What's the book, by the way?
What?
Yeah, what is the book?
More
Poetry.
self-help books.
Poetry, that sucks.
So you pick up the book, and you can't read the title or any of its contents.
Is it familiar? Does it look like the letter that we found?
It does look like the letter that you found.
Okay,
I'm sure we can find someone in the library who can read that.
probably.
If only Spood knew a guy in the library.
So, question, are you like taking the time to like count all of this stuff, or are you just dumping it in the bag and we'll count it later?
I am dumping it in the bag and counting it later. This is
Okay.
Luton,
Yeah, it
Luton
still
run.
takes you and Defect a couple minutes to get it all in there, but you can do that.
Great,
Rage
okay.
loot. Just.
Yeah, this is in case the authorities come. I want everything
Mhm.
taken, and then I can give them what I want to not keep.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're going through this for a few minutes. Spoot, what are you up to in this time?
I'm just smelling the orchids.
I knew you were going to say that.
Okay, so you're smelling the orchids and eavesdropping on.
I'm not
Avis.
eavesdropping, actually. No, I would like to have taken a small orchid bloom, if possible, to put in my journal to press.
Mhm.
Other than that, I'm going to give Adis and his hubby the privacy that they deserve, but I will step out into the room just in case they need help when they're coming down. So I'm going to be waiting for them here.
All right. Make an insight check on the room for me.
Thank you. I was actually going to ask.
Insight?
Yeah,
That's
because
weird.
because he
Okay.
is spending time in this room. Well, what's your passive insight, I guess?
18.
All right. So yeah, as you're kind of sitting there, just kind of looking
Yay.
around in the room while time is passing, you get the sense that between the size of the bed, the size of the desk, the size of the chair, this was probably Bodo's room.
I knew it. I was going to specifically actually ask for insight on the flowers to see if it could help me determine whose room it was, but we already got there.
Yeah, it
They're
appears.
everywhere, though.
Yeah, they are everywhere in
Yeah,
that room.
but
It
who-
seems. Yeah, based on the fact
would
that they are
care
everywhere
for
in those
them?
rooms.
And also, he knew about turtles from where I'm from.
He did, yeah. Yeah, it seems like
Trash is
Bodo
room.
has a a penchant for yellow orchids. So well done.
Now we know how to
Gotcha.
trap him
And
in the future.
So Adis,
A
They're hard
vase
to
of
grow.
yellow orchids.
Adis, back to you. Up in this tower room, which has a couple of very tiny windows that let a sliver of light through, but not much else. It's kind of like just enough to barely see. You've kind of been tending to Kalen, and he kind of stirs a little bit. He's been crying and kind of it's been a lot of gibberish. But time comes where he is able to sit up on his own, and he just looks at you for a moment and kind of reaches a hand out to the side of your face. I can't believe you look the same.
I said I only woke a year ago.
He just woke up.
Sorry, I've been a little dazed.
No, I'm sorry. It's yes. I don't know. I was frozen, and this group called the Seekers found me in a little cave by the ocean. I found Relgan. He's
Relgan,
made of glass, but alive.
Relgan Hertag?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's apparently been conscious the whole time, but just glass and can't see or hear anything. Um, and then I found this, and I'll hold up the scimitar that's like the latch blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been finding a ton of stuff from home, and I found one other person. So if you're around, there might be more.
Maybe. But you've only been around for a year. Adis, I'm sorry. I I've been here for 20 years. The
Where did
last
you wake up?
I woke up in a place of ice and snow. I was up north.
I was in a tidal cave, and Relgen was in the desert.
I never found out what happened.
But we got hit by one of those spell storms.
Yeah,
That's
the last
as
thing
much.
I remember is the storm and you being struck by. I remember seeing you struck by purple lightning and disappearing. And then I just saw a flash of purple. And the next thing I felt was cold and snow. And there were these people around me.
Was it the Red Crows?
No, they came much later. Adis, I searched all over this crazy continent for you for 10 years. And I didn't find anyone or anything from home. And I tried so hard to find you again. But when I couldn't, I lost hope. My necklace didn't lead me anywhere. It would just spin idly. I couldn't get a bearing on you. I thought maybe I was on another plane, but they told me that this world was Nuuli, and I found out about the spell storms, and almost 1,000 years had passed at that point, and Adis, I fell into a very bad place, and I allowed myself to fall in with a few people who asked me to help them out. And first it was small, and then they were larger, and then I was manipulated and tricked into being one of these red crows. And all I did was try to survive, and I didn't care about this world without you in it. And Adis, I made so many mistakes because I thought I had lost you forever. And I'm sorry that I'm not the man you remember, and I'm not the man you married anymore, and I still love you. And I want to be that man again. I've made a lot of mistakes and I have to fix them, and I'm sorry. I've been trying to do what I can for the last 3 years to get out, but it was always a deadly game with Oligar. And Adis, I tried to save people from him. I lied and tricked, and Bodo got suspicious. I didn't know that Craig had that stone the other night. I didn't know.
Well, listen. It's don't worry about it. There's nothing that you could have predicted with the spell storms, or where we all ended up flung to wherever, and you couldn't have predicted it. As for the Red Crows, I mean, you do what you have to do to survive. I've done a few things that I never thought I would have to do if we were still back home, but I mean, I'm not a fan of constantly having to kill other people. We've done it to survive or save others, but I have a group now that they're really good. Some of the best friends I've had. I wouldn't tell them that, but
That's my Adis.
I just we can discuss things later. Things are a bit crazy right now. I still need to process what's happened, but we did make Oligar run off. We killed Lakama. But the rest of them fled the manor.
Well, the world without Lakama's a better one. She was a
Also
psycho.
Yeah, I also shot Bodo in the shoulder with an arrow,
Oh, good.
and then he hit me with a fireball. But
Oh, well,
me
does
and
that.
me and the goblin have I believe they would also have a vendetta against that little one as well. I know I want to go.
Wouldn't be the first one. And he kind of tentatively like raises his hand again, and kind of unsure if you're going to let him. Like he moves towards your face again, and then kind of pulls his hand a little bit away, kind of attempting to read the situation on if you're going to let him touch your face.
I mean, I would. I would say Adis is still processing a lot of stuff, so isn't gonna like lean into it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't seem to like be forcing any action upon you.
Right.
It seems more like he's trying to get a sense that you're actually real.
Right. I mean, Adis wouldn't fight it. Is just not going to, lean into it right now.
Yeah. But he kind of like just kind of cups your cheek a little bit and runs his hand down the cheek with the yellow eye. And he kind of smiles a little bit for the first time. And you see the smile that you saw in your youth, that kind of mischievous, wry smile that was only meant for you. And he smirks a little bit wider and he says, "My little golden eye, still here."
Well, they've become stronger now. I see everything. But we should maybe go downstairs. Because everybody's searching the house. I don't know if you know if there's like any incriminating documents around this house. I don't want to. We also have someone who might be able to heal you.
Okay. And he kind of like struggles to get up, and you kind of help him, and you get down. And we'll go back to Grig and Defect at this point.
Griefect.
Back to Griefect.
Right.
Hashtag Griefect.
All right, so you have finished dumping all of the stuff from the chest into your bag of holding.
How nice are those pillows?
On the bed? I mean, they're comfy pillows.
I will take one pillow. Defect, you want one?
Just take the whole comforter set, the everything, the towels.
Defect will jump on the bed. Test sturdy.
It is very sturdy. Like it's got some give to it, but it's mostly firm.
Okay. While
imagining
Defect
it's
is jumping up and down, he'll ask Greg, what do you think they're talking about? Adis and his lover.
I don't know. What do lovers talk about? Mushy stuff? Maybe they're saying, "Hi, I missed you. Kiss, kiss, kiss." Or, "You look old. I don't want to be with you anymore."
Defect considers this for a moment and then asks Greg, have you ever told mushy stuff to someone?
Oh. Amber has to make a snap decision.
Just do what I do. Roll it too.
Yeah, no, not really. I don't think so. Not on purpose?
Could it be by accident?
I don't know. Isn't that the kind of thing that just sort of happens?
I don't know anything.
Well, I mean, like, we became friends because it just sort of happened. So, doesn't, like, mushy stuff sort of just happen?
Are you calling me mushy? Are you calling
No.
us mushy? Are
No.
we mushy?
No, I
Or are
don't
we
think we're
smooth?
mushy. But, you know, if you didn't want to join the Red Crows, I definitely wouldn't kill you.
I will never kill you, Greg. Even if you join the Red Crow. Or some stupid human group.
Well, I won't join a stupid human group, let's be real. Only human I can put up with is probably Adis.
Oh, progress.
Defect jumps off the bed, lands in front of that door. Can we open it?
I'll
Yeah.
try. Blow off the thieves' tools. Get up in there.
Smoking hot right now.
That's right. And then I'm gonna roll a 1. Just watch. No.
Wow, a 24. Yeah, this door wasn't even locked, so it just like opens.
You just
no
hear
problem.
Scoot from the other room. Do you want some guidance?
It appears to be a very large, comfy bathroom or privy or bathing
my
room.
God.
More bathrooms.
Yeah, you
this
notice
is
a
making
few.
me wanna take
You
a
notice
bath.
you notice a few things in here though. There is a very large kind of fancy tub with fancy scented soaps and candles, and it looks like a stack of really nice like bath linens.
Take all of that. Candles, the soaps.
I mean,
Make an intelligence check, Greg.
I will make an intelligence check. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
11.
With an 11, yeah, this stuff looks really fancy. Like all these soaps and candles and the linens and everything. Like, they look fancy. So,
Any of it smell good?
yeah, it does. If you like, you know, they're not like floral. They're like musk and cedar and like leather.
Ooh.
They're like quote unquote
Yeah.
like traditionally masculine scents.
Oh yeah.
Is there
You know?
sandalwood?
Yeah, there's like cowboy scents.
Almond.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But yeah, there's
Well-
a variety of them.
This is making me want to take a bath. I don't think I've ever wanted to take a bath before. But I guess, yeah, I'm gonna take some. Do you want some? Touch those. Those are soft.
Can I decipher the thread count on these linen?
Thread
Oh my
thread
God.
count does not exist, but they feel very nice. Thread count is a lie that they sell you to get you to pay more for stuff.
Dang it.
It's true.
Sorry to burst the bubble, but
Oh,
Thread count is a bit of propaganda.
I was today's years old.
Next, diamonds.
Well, that's a whole
Those
nother
are a
thing.
lie.
Don't even.
Yeah, it's just old pencil lead.
It is.
Carbon's
Which
just
is very
rearranged
cool.
differently.
But
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna take a couple fancy towels.
Yeah,
And
you can take all that stuff, no problem.
some soaps. I guess he liked all the luxury, not just sleeping. It was fancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You think they're done talking? We go back. We should probably try to get out of here, right? We don't want to get arrested.
That is a great idea. Let's go back.
Yeah, so Spoot, you see Adis kind of helping Kaelin down the ladder kind of awkwardly. It's a little awkward because Kaelin doesn't have a lot of strength at the moment. And
I have like little strength.
yeah, Adis isn't the strongest man to begin with.
He
So
tries.
yeah, so you can kind of like rush in and kind of help him down the ladder. So you and Adis are kind of like on either side of Kaelin, who kind of nods thankfully to you, Spoot.
Don't worry. Just let's take it easy. And Spoot will call Olive over, who presumably has a one more unused spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on the wounded.
I think she has 2.
Correct, and Spoot used one on him. Well, Olive used one on Spoot self.
Okay.
All
I
right.
used one on Spoot.
So yeah, he definitely heals up a little bit and looks and like physically looks better, but he is just exhausted, and kind of traumatized, and also mentally like also kind of elated that because he keeps looking over to Adis, although he's not making any like overt like clingy gestures or anything, but
Does Spoot
Still there?
catch his glances
Still
at
there?
Adis?
yeah.
Can Spoot like wait for Adis to see Spoot seeing him?
I see everything.
Yeah, Adis notices you noticing right away.
I'm just smiling as much as a
I
mortal
just want
can.
to annoy Jared. I have a 25 passive perception now.
What do you mean now? Did that change? From...
Yeah, I took expertise in perception.
Well, that doesn't happen until
Not yet. Gotta go to bed.
I'm gonna say we're not level
I'm
7
still at
yet,
a
there, bad
22.
boy.
Don't jump into the future.
Only Olive is level 7 right now.
But anyway, yeah. So you're all able to gather back together. There is stairs back in the hallway that do lead up, and Kaelin will tell you that upstairs there's another room to check out.
Right.
It's when Spoot meets back with... Oh yeah, we can send the Greek team Griefect to go investigate. Spoot will ask Griefect when they return if they have determined the Goliath's room and found anything.
Yeah, it's down there. You got a really nice bed and lots of nice soaps. I told you, crime bosses always love luxury.
It's been a while since I've smelled a good soap. Well, did you find anything that might be useful evidence-wise?
No, not really. Oh, well, there was a book in Goliath, but we can't read it, so I don't know if it's useful.
Oh. It's not one of those languages I studied, unfortunately. Well, maybe our friend at the library may know more.
I'm sure someone
Okay.
at the library has to speak it.
I mean, you'd think so.
It's probably in Giant. Kaelin mentions.
Oh, yeah, giant Goliath, whatever. I don't know.
I know what you meant. I knew what you meant, Greek.
Only Oligar used it a lot to secret communications with Wakama because she spoke it.
She's
That
dead.
bitch.
And for some reason, I learned the language of the elves instead.
You didn't know you were going to be fighting a giant? Also, did you plan on fighting
That's true.
elves?
So
Yeah. Meeting one would have been cool.
So who You actually have met one, technically.
We have.
Uh,
Yeah.
You've met a few.
No.
So who's going up to the third floor?
Angry effect.
All right. You two go up there, and there are two doors. And Kalen tells you that there are two doors. One leads to his room, which he says there's not really anything in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one leads to Oligar's trophy room.
Trophies.
We're going to that room first.
Yeah. So you open up this room on the third floor, and there is a massive table in there with all kinds of like broken and bent weapons that seem to be from like mementos of people he's defeated in some fashion or another. They're not like good time happy lane memories. Well, maybe they are for him. But like they are obviously trophies of conquest. And like there's all kinds of stuff. There's like torn banners, and like there's like broken spearheads and bent swords, all kinds of like stuff like that. Ruined armor, just kind of like piled and arranged, sort of aesthetically, but more just like so you can see it all at a glance. You get the idea that it's designed to be imposing. But Greg, I'd like you to make an investigation check. You can do so with advantage if Defect is helping you out. Or vice versa, Defect can make the investigation check if Greg is helping him out.
No, you can do it, Greg.
Okay. 23.
Wonderful. Yeah, with a 23, you find a bunch of stuff that doesn't really have any like material wealth. But you do find a ledger in there, like a book. That seems to be written in some kind of code.
Okay. Can I also... Hang on, I have to look this item up because I forget. Or actually, all of you might remember. Wand of Magical Detection. How many charges?
What does it say on it? It came.
I'm looking.
It came fully charged, so I think there's maybe 8 or 10. I'm not sure.
Searching.
Wand of Magical Detection. It has 3 charges.
Okay. Total ever?
Yeah, it regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn.
Okay. 3 charges in. Okay, great. Cool. I'm going to use one of those as well after having found it. Let's see.
All
now
right.
that I've remembered that I have it.
Yeah, you ping and nothing in your vicinity lights up magical other than the stuff like Defect's axe and your stuff and whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna say, well, I guess I found this book. That's about it. But maybe we can go.
I mean,
downstairs
it does last for 10 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you see anything you want? Is there anything that looks like something I could repair? I have some old chain shirts that I've been hobbling together.
It's all busted. Like it'll be like scrap metal at best. Like
Okay.
it has no material value.
Right. Yeah. I guess we found what's useful.
This room is boring. And like a cat, I just like knock something over off the table.
You all hear a large like crash, bang, boom, like
Greg does it too.
Upstairs, and you hear another one crash, ding it, bing, 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 bing.
Scoot will gently pass Adis's husband off to Adis and go
You had
run
my
upstairs. Well, we both had him. Remember, it was fun.
Yeah, he was like doing this thing.
Adis falls over.
I'm just knocking things over.
Here, take him.
Spoot, you run upstairs to Defect and Grig having like a throw shit around party in this room.
What?
They're like throwing bent swords over a table and just like fucking throwing shit everywhere.
So Okay, everything's okay. Everything's okay.
I
Okay.
have 6 hit points. I'm slap happy.
Well, I understand. Um, is there anything else in here we should look
Yeah,
at?
I found a book.
Oh, very
It's in
good.
code. I'll look at
Well-
it later.
Okay. I heard a rumor that perhaps we should maybe try to get out of here before anyone else showed up.
All right. Yeah, I want to look. Do you know which room is Bodo's? Because I've got detect
the one.
magic up.
That's the one that had the
That
book that
was-
exploded before.
That was the flower room. Yes.
Oh, all right.
Adjacent to the
We should look there.
the room for the tower.
See if there's anything.
Yeah.
magic.
Just out of curiosity, is Lakama's shield glowing at all on Spoot's back?
Actually, now that you've entered the room, Greg does see a little aura around the shield.
Spoot will turn because it's on Spoot's back at this point. Spoot doesn't see it. Spoot will just turn around and leave, and then you can see it.
Yep.
Her
Your back is glowing.
What? My show?
No, well, no.
Shit.
The shield with the face. We'll have to ID that later, but it's definitely magic. Show me Bodo's room. I'll stop knocking things over.
Okay. Well,
Begrudgingly,
knock
they
them over.
said.
If it makes you feel better, I'm not going to stop you. But this
That
this
guy
way,
was
this,
an
this way to
asshole.
Bodo's room. Yes, no, he was. I don't like to use that language, but he was.
You sound like a grandmother.
Welcome to Spoot. Uh,
just with that, like I'm imagining Spoot is just like an old Southern belle.
he's a good little Farlanian boy. Leave him alone.
I kind of wish I had leaned in a little heavier to the southern accent, but it's fine.
He's so
It's fine.
funny.
This is
All right.
All right. So you head back down to Bodo's room. Looking around, the lock that you picked so deftly is glowing with abjuration magic.
Okay. And that's it. There's nothing.
The sigil that exploded and caused the acid thing looks like it recently has it's got like a fading magical aura. You can see a evocation aura fading away from it, but that is all in this room.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I guess you took anything that's magic.
Well, who was it that it was Greg that opened the cupboard? I don't know, for like a better term, closet, and noticed something was missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The little hidden thing.
Something
Yeah.
was definitely taken.
Okay, well, maybe we'll find something in this book and perhaps this journal you found. Great work. I think that it may be time for us to part, unless we want to think of what we're going to say when the authorities arrive.
Yeah, are we gonna just like walk out the front door? Cause I don't look so good.
And nor I. And I'm not entirely sure that we should avoid speaking with them, but I think maybe the priority is getting back to the library if possible and meeting my friend there, Seda.
Did we say there were city guards by the garden entrance, or was it the personal guards?
No, it was personal guards. There,
Okay.
you had been told that the city guards patrol this area, but very lightly, because most of those who live here have private security.
Right. Okay.
So it was like Red Crow guards were in the garden.
Yeah, are we gonna just?
We didn't technically search every room here, did we?
There's just Kaylin's room.
You need anything?
Okay.
Kaylin, do you need anything from your room?
Just my bow.
Greg, can you grab his bow and quiver?
Why? Why am I? Yes.
And
be nice.
and he kind of looks down at his bare torso and maybe a shirt.
Greg, I can go if you don't want.
No,
I tell you
no,
what,
no.
let's go together.
I just gotta
We'll
go.
go together. Spoot will go with unless Defect's going. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't get in the middle of that right now.
Defect
No,
doesn't know what
that's-
clothing is.
Right?
Dude, you're my next best friend. Didn't you know?
All right.
Defect will just stand there and analyze Adis and Kaylin.
All right, so Defect just
As I'm, like,
stands there.
struggling to hold this man afloat.
Olive has moved in to
Defect
help
wants it
you
in?
keep him
Okay.
up. Like
Yeah,
Olive is
come on, Olive.
Olive is helping to keep him on his feet, although kind of awkwardly, but she is helping.
I think Olive is stronger than me.
Oh, she
Definitely.
is. Yeah, she is.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, she's definitely stronger than you.
I mean, it wouldn't take much, but yeah.
It doesn't take much.
Anyway, so you all get that stuff down for Kaylin. You head downstairs, and the woman, who you all helped out, is standing in the doorway, looking out towards the main gate.
You okay?
Yeah, but we're about to have company. And
Company.
you look over her shoulder as she kind of like steps out of the way, and you see a patrol of city guards walking towards the open door through the
Hey,
gate.
Spoot, go call your friend.
Are they too close for us to run, or is it like?
And we're going to take a 5-minute break.
God damn it!
Wait, what friend?
Boom. Your library friend.
So we will
I
be
don't have
back.
any more spells.
We will be back in 5 minutes. We're going to do a quick little bio break, and then we'll pick up on what's going on with these guards coming in. So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen, and days and thems. We'll see you then. Hello, everyone. We are back. Thank you for waiting. So our party has just done a ransacking of Tower Manor, discovered some items and some treasures, and perhaps most importantly, Kalen Varger, Adis's husband, is now clad in a shirt, but still looking pretty rough, but almost able to walk on his own. He's been healed a little bit, which is nice. But yeah. So, indeed, the woman you have, who swapped sides from the Red Crows, has just pointed out the patrol of guards, of city guards, who is walking towards the house through the open gate.
I'm guessing it is too late to run away.
I don't know where you think you would run to.
The back door?
Yeah, there's not really a back door.
God damn it. Well, you
Did this-
all ready for prison?
Did this constitute as a short rest?
You have not taken a short rest. You
You
have
We're gonna fight the
decidedly,
guards.
you have decidedly been like actively doing things over this time
Ah, a
period.
druid can dream. A druid can dream. No bears for Olive.
Indeed. So, and remember, this woman is still wearing the livery of, quote unquote, Baron Greyclaw. So,
Uh-oh.
What is their name again? I have already forgotten because I refuse to call them anything but Brienne.
Janine?
Jathleen, actually.
Geraldine.
One moment while I make a note of that.
So, Kathleen, but with a J, is essentially what it is. So yeah.
And you said Spoot's library friend is also with the guards?
No, he's not affiliated
Oh.
with them at all.
I-
No,
I
that was
saying
wishful thinking.
Send a message.
Tanner.
Send a
Okay.
message to your friend, but
We'll have no more third level spell slots, otherwise I would have.
Yeah. So this patrol of guards kind of comes up and just kind of stops. There's like a small little porch that leads over to stairs that go down, and they kind of stop on the other side of the banister, looking up at you as one of them in like half plate kind of walks up to you and says,
Did you all come for some tea?
no, we came because of a few noise complaints and disturbances that were registered, and I don't. And he kind of like looks over you all. I just need to ask, what the hell happened here? Because obviously some shit's gone down. No offense, but you all look pretty rough.
oh, and I feel it.
I thought I've never looked better.
Then I apologize. I didn't mean to offend you.
So polite.
But really, I mean, is the Baron here? What's going on?
Not any longer.
Well,
He's fled the city along with the rest of his criminal organization.
I'm sorry. What?
It's a long story. Should we sit down?
can we sit
I
down?
think you would.
I would like to sit.
Sure. Sit at that table over there.
Great. Can I go find a snack too while we're?
No, but he leaves the room, and he kind of like calls in his guards, and they kind of like
I
take
thought
up.
the table was set with food. Or did the tentacles mess it up?
It never had food on it. That was just a map asset.
Okay.
Oh, you have tortured us.
Yeah. So yeah. You all sit down, and this guard sits down. His men all remain standing, and women. Like, he's got multiple genders in his cadre. And I guess it's up to you how in depth you go and what you tell him.
I mean, I know, at least Tanner knows, and I think Adis would still remember that the library guy said to like keep them out of the investigation just in case.
Yeah, he said he said pretty much don't mention that like we've talked about it, and don't mention anything about the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Seda
Well,
told you.
You've
We-
also
we had-
already talked to the guards once, so there's a report in.
Yeah. I had I stumbled upon some information that my husband was stuck here in the house and being held hostage by Greyclaw, and I personally I'm sorry I couldn't wait for investigation politics if his life was in danger, which I mean clearly he was.
He looks over and he's like, "Is that true?" And Kaelin just nods.
I know you guys have a system of laws and everything. I just it wasn't the best decision I've made, and I've included my friends in this, but I had to come save him.
Well, I can certainly understand that drive and desire. Although vigilante justice isn't really what we try to go for here, especially among people who are nobility, even if they're not like our nobility. It's kind of bad for the city.
Well, that I understand that.
And that's when that's when Jathleen pokes up. He wasn't nobility. He was a thug. I should know. I worked with him for 2 years. And I beg your pardon. Yeah, Oligar runs the he doesn't run some shipping business or Southbrook Town. Oligar Greyclaw runs the Red Crows. They've been terrorizing stuff over on the western side of the lake for years. Oh. And you're familiar with their work because you were part of them? Yeah, but these guys convinced me to jump ship and turn traitor to help them out, and honestly, I always liked Calv here, and what Greyclaw did to him last night was not okay. And so they begin a conversation of what do you know? Da 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 da, and it becomes this, expansive questioning. And after a few more moments, or a good 10 minutes of talking to Jathleen, he's like, "Okay, why don't we all take a walk somewhere else and get cleaned up, and let's go more in depth into this."
Can we get drinks first?
We can provide water at the guard barracks.
Can I take a nap?
Once we're done talking.
I feel like Defect could carry Greg and Greg could nap.
Sure. Okay,
Well,
put
it doesn't
Greg
take that
in the bag of holding.
Defect just
No.
has like a baby carrier.
A papoose.
That's just puffed open down.
Yeah, your chest just.
Great.
Is there a moment? Oh,
Go for it. What do you want?
sorry. Is there a moment en route, and I may be getting ahead of ourselves, but en route back to the guardhouse in accompaniment with these guards, where Spoot could confidently whisper something to aid us without detection?
Yeah, I would say so. You are all surrounded by the guards, but they're not right up on you. They're giving you a little bit of breath, aware that you are battered and broken.
Actually, I misspoke. I meant Greg, as they're the one holding the relevant. Whatever. I'm just gonna whisper to Greg, maybe don't mention the journals, so we can turn them over to our friend at the library.
Hey. I'm
was
trying
it?
really hard not to talk at all, so deal.
You're doing great.
Great. So after a good like 25 minutes, you arrive at this guardhouse, and it's a much nicer guardhouse than the one you had been at previously, Adis. It seems like, you're in the nice district, so hey, nice guardhouse.
All right.
But yeah, so you all go through, and you spend, pardon me, you all spend another hour with these guards, going through everything. And during that time, the guy who's like the captain here has sent a runner out who's come back with a copy of the report you filed the previous evening about Bodo's attack and all this other stuff. And he's like, okay. Well, so obviously we still have some investigating to do here. I think you are probably guilty of murder and trespassing. But seems also kind of like extenuating circumstances. So,
I mean, if you dig deep enough, like I said in my last police report, with the town of Southbrook, their organization did burn alive half the residents of the town.
and we have sent people to verify that. Like we sent someone to go investigate that. It's just going to take a few days. So we're going to set you up in a safe house, and we're going to post a guard, and if you need to go anywhere or do anything, you will be escorted by guards until we can get all this sorted out.
Okay.
Great. With Jathleen's testimony and I'm sorry, it was Kalen or Calv? I'm a bit confused. And he responds, Kalen. Very well. With their testimonies and whatever other evidence we find in our investigation, it probably won't be a huge problem. But I do need to ask you to, stay kind of confined, and you're going to be escorted for the next few days until it all sorts itself out.
What you think? Just kidding. That's Tanner.
Greg is just like trying not to fall asleep, but also
Portal back to Red
paying
Sand.
attention.
Yeah. So, unless anybody has like some like no or negative response or wants to do anything, they will escort you to a safe house.
Fuck the
I want
police.
to go to there.
Great. So you're all escorted to this safe house. It is nothing fancy. It is like a small hovel. It's not in like the nice district. It takes you probably in about an hour to walk there, all things considered, because you got to like go down twisting streets and everything. Other guards are sent forth and fetched and carried, and information and all this stuff. But you are put up in a little kind of safe house hovel looking thing in the cast-off district, which is the slums.
God, we're at the Bronx.
Ouch. Shots fired.
Ooh.
Yes, there's always shots fired there.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Wow. Harsh. Anyway,
Hopefully we have no viewers in the Bronx.
if we do, we don't anymore.
The rest of us are okay with the Bronx, just so you know.
Indeed. I have no problem with the Bronx, except it's hard to get to.
Also, is Queens.
Yeah,
So is Brooklyn. I mean, like
Brooklyn's
Listen, we have more trains than Bronx or Queens.
yeah.
All right, New Yorkers.
Moving
The
on.
New Yorkers are about to throw down. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so you are shown to this place, and like it's got serviceable furniture. There's like 4 bedrooms. Each has 2 beds in it. So like there's enough. Kaylin is with you, and so is Jathleen.
This bitch is sleeping here too. Okay.
She's part of the investigation at this point.
4 bedrooms, 6 people.
Yep.
That's fine. Defect and I share.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a bed.
I'm just gonna pull out
There
my
are
fancy
there
pillow.
are 2 beds in each room, so it sleeps up to 8 people. So it's not hard. It's just a matter of how you choose to delineate it all. But that is neither here nor there. So the 7 of you can easily sort out bedrooms. Kaylin opts to go lie down in a room. And Jathleen goes off into... She will offer to like look after him, but he says he's going to like just sleep a little bit. And so Jathleen kind of goes off into a room on her own as well. And that leaves and Olive also goes to go lay down. That leaves the 4 of you here. What do you want to do?
The 4 of us
Sit down.
doing...
Adis, Spoot, Grig, and Defect.
Gotcha.
The
I
4
vote we-
people who are talking to me on this stream.
What?
I-
what?
vote-
What? You're
I
streaming
vote we
this?
sit down and order dinner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
food is going to be like sent in to you, so
Okay. Does anybody want Chinese?
it's not that kind of order
What?
in. It's like
What's a Chinese?
they're going to deliver like a roast chicken, and you're going to eat it, and it's going to be that kind of deal.
That's fine.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
It's only
Um,
seasoned with salt and pepper.
Well, given that it's Fay Harbor, it's probably going to be fish, but whatever.
Yeah.
Spoot's eyes light up.
Best prison meal ever. I do want to make an aside here that there's a good friend of mine that I partied with once who played a turtle, and his background was fisherman. So if he ever watches this, I apologize. I did not mean to steal part of your backstory. It just kind of happened, and I ran with it. Okay,
I mean,
that's what happened.
I could imagine nothing else for a turtle, to be honest.
I mean, fair. I mean,
Turtle are a diverse
Sailor.
people, just as anybody else.
yeah. I mean, like,
It
depends
just
on what kind of
I mean, it
turtle
can't
it is.
seem far from any body of water.
I do live in a swamp, so Spoot will take this opportunity to mention to Greg his plan for trying to get the books to Seda,
Look at it
which
first.
mostly involves. We can look at it, yeah.
I mean, I can, if
Um,
you guys want, in the morning I can open a portal because I did leave some blood at the library, and so we could just drop them off.
That's true. And before we go portaling
The guards would
uninvited,
never
also send,
But then how'd we
well, I
get
could
back?
also send him.
The portal stays
Yeah,
open
good
for a
question.
minute.
That's true. So what I'm trying to say is, I can send him a message in the morning before we go portaling, and if that is a satisfactory plan for him, then we can tell him we will be showing up, delivering some literature, and then leaving promptly after.
Okay.
But we could take a look at them tonight if you'd like.
I mean, maybe a little. I'm a little tired. What time is it?
It's probably around like 4 p.m. roughly.
I guess I shouldn't go to bed right now, so I could try to do some decoding. But
I mean,
Ooh.
if you need a rest, I don't see why we couldn't take a short rest and then do a little work.
Yeah, you can all take a short rest. That's fine.
that's
Is there any
that's
point in
fine.
rolling hit die right now? Watch, I'm gonna say that, and then we're gonna get combat.
I mean, there are currently like 4 guards like outside your front door, so
That are gonna turn on us.
maybe. You
You
know.
never know.
And it could be paid off by the Red Rose.
Right?
Right.
Also, we
I
all
mean-
have enough hit die by now that it's not a big deal.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, maybe you don't have enough hit die. Look at defect.
All right. So yeah,
Defect.
you can spend hit die, you know, however you want. Yeah. So you kind of like rest for about an hour, just kind of zoning out, tending to any wounds. Hey, targeted and firing. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to Nuuli Forged. Welcome to Nuuli.
I love the random, like, hey!
Hey,
It's
Yeah.
like,
What's going
happened?
on?
We've got a new
Yeah.
follower in targeted and firing, which is a very
We
fun
need a
name.
sound effect when that
we
happens.
really do.
It actually, there actually is. If you're watching stream, there is a sound effect and a
Oh.
little GIF that plays.
What is it?
that's
I have
awesome.
to watch that.
You'll see when you rewatch the VOD on Twitch or on our YouTube channel on Monday. So you have all gotten your short rest in. You can spend your hit dice, whatever. You come back to the
temp
table.
HP is gone, right?
Sorry. Yeah, your
Sorry,
temp
temp
HP
is gone,
goes
right?
away after a rest. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to having had a nap. So what do you want to do? You've probably got another like 6 or 8 hours before you can take like a long rest, but
Spoot will just
Look
list
at
all
the-
things that we should do.
yeah. So just so you know, you've got the 2 journals. There was all the loot that Greg you stashed away in your bag.
We can identify the shields and the weapon.
You've got the shield. Oh, you took Lakama's axe as well, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You've got weapon, shield. Those are the only things you know to be magical at this point in time.
Oh, but I had that ring on me. I didn't think to look at it. It's fine.
Were you wearing it? I thought you had put it in the bag of holding with all the other stuff.
I didn't specify, so it's fine. We'll say that I didn't notice because I didn't think about it. Until
Okay,
just now.
great. Yep, cool. So yeah, it was in your pocket or something. You didn't notice it.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, are you going to like dump all this stuff out, Greg, and like help your friends and identify
Wow.
things, or what are you doing?
Greg is definitely gonna go to the room that they claim and dump it out on a bed in there
Okay.
and do the counting in there.
And
Okay.
keep 10%.
So
more.
it is going to take you a long time to do this. So you will be suspiciously absent in doing this, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. So you all see Greg kind of wander away aimlessly back to their room. I mean,
I don't need an insight check.
you can make an insight
passively
check.
know. I passively know what's happening.
I would say you all are familiar enough with Greg that they are probably going off to do something.
It just doesn't bother Spoot enough.
Greg, how much did you take from that house?
I don't know.
Do you need help counting?
No.
Spoot's, I mean, sorry, Greg's a good counter. Okay, in the meantime, I tell you what, Greg, if you're going to be away for a while, which I'm sure you will be,
It is worth
why
him
don't
and Boot the
you-
mushroom liquor.
why don't you leave me, if you don't mind, I'm lacking the term now. What I need to cast Identify,
That would be the
Component.
pearl.
the pearl.
Oh yeah, here you go. You can have that. Ooh, and this yeah. And do you want to look at the Goliath book? I'm not gonna have any luck with it.
I don't think I will either, but I can take a look. Who knows?
Okay. And I kind of want to take a turn looking at this code, but you can try if you want.
I have a feeling you're going to be much better at that than I will,
What code
but
is
I
it?
can try with the counting.
Okay, I'll do it later.
What code is it?
It's a ledger that's written in code.
I
For this,
I speak a
oh, go ahead.
wide variety of languages. I can take a look.
Okay, if you want.
Do you speak
I mean-
code?
Do you though? You're kind of a stupid human.
Excuse me.
I tell you what, Spoot will speak up. Leave the code in the journal,
I
and
speak
we don't
6
figure it out when we
languages,
get
thank
back.
you.
Then so do I. Then we will turn it over to you.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I'm sorry, 5. I was wrong.
Okay, so you've got the pearl and the journal and the other book. What do you want to do there, Spoot, while Grig is off maniacally counting treasure in their room?
I suppose we'll start with the identifying, because that seems to be the most straightforward.
All right, so you spend 10 minutes. What are you identifying first? Because I believe it's one identify per item. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Wait, what?
There's the ring, the
One
shield, and the
spell slot.
axe.
Oh, yeah,
I
I have to
didn't
do
give
it. They
yeah,
didn't give me the ring. I have to do it the number of times that we're identifying. So it's the axe, the shield, and
Did you give him the ring or no?
Nope.
Okay.
so that's it. So we'll start with the shield.
okay, cool. Ives got it in chat. Adis has gone from the stupid human to kind of the stupid human. Grig is getting mushy.
Nope.
Good
No mushy
observation.
business.
Good observation.
Nada.
Ives got it.
We've all gone soft.
You will like me.
It's
I don't
Spook's fault.
hate you.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
All right. So, first thing you are identifying, pardon me, is the shield. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Very cool. So you cast the identify spell, and you are indeed. It is indeed confirmed that it is a magical shield. You learn. So first off, this is a metal shield, and it is emblazoned with the image of a laughing imp. And you learn that this shield has one charge in it. And while you are attuned to it, when you would be hit by a melee attack, you may use your reaction to expend the charge, which causes the imp's visage to hurl harsh insults towards the attacking creature. And the target then subtracts 1d4 from their roll to hit. So it's like a little mini reactionary bane.
It's just for like one attack though, right?
Yeah.
That's still great. That's super cute. I like it.
Yep. You can add it on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
It is called the Shield of Insults.
Okay. I feel like this was a shield
Now,
made for
You also know
bards.
that this shield regains its charge only if 1 minute is spent to smear the blood of a slain enemy across the imp's face. And the enemy must have died less than 1 minute before this process begins. And when completed, the blood will be absorbed into the shield.
That's dark. I love it.
I don't think Spook wants this shield. He's gonna have a long think about this one. Okay.
This is just what you learned from the shield about the Shield of Insults.
I'm gonna go back to writing
love it.
notes.
I love this shield is gonna give Spoot even more of an existential crisis.
Oh my god, Spook is going to turn into.
I will remind you, it was Lakama's shield, and she was a psychopath.
Well, I mean that's very valid, but it's just like it's just pushing Spoot more over the edge, and I love it.
Yeah.
This is what you get for being lawful good boy. Come on.
This is not okay. Okay, all right. Making notes. Making notes.
Yeah.
Axe
So that
is
is the magic of the shield. So you spend another 10 minutes casting Identify on the axe. The axe is not magical at all.
Flame.
I will tell Defect that this is a magical axe of. No, I'm just kidding. I would just let Defect know, as he was carrying the axe, that it's not a magical axe, although it does appear to be of good craftsmanship. I don't think it's an improvement over what you're currently wielding, however.
It is also not a great axe. It is just a battle axe.
It's just an average axe, so.
I mean, it's a versatile weapon, but it's not a great weapon.
It is also apparently not something I could use. Otherwise, I could go full Lakama, I guess.
I would love that day.
Psycho music
Great.
plays in the background. Well, if nothing else, perhaps we can sell this weapon and make just a little bit of cash back.
Valid.
Unless someone else wants to use it. Defect can't, well, may not have a use for it, but perhaps Greg or Adis might. My dog just showed up.
I have my scimitar, and then I also have this that I'm carrying.
That is not the shot you want, Matt.
What are you doing? Matt?
Puppy.
Sorry. I was trying to give you a shot at the dog, not my.
This is now rated M.
We saw 2 dogs.
Oh.
The stream. The stream only saw you shorts, my dude.
Oh, darn.
With the rest of us on the
We'll
dog,
edit. We'll cut that out in the extra.
Yeah.
except for the live part.
What? I never agreed to this.
Well,
Rated M for mature.
there's the highlight, folks. There's the highlight.
I'll turn sideways.
Nope.
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 Nope. We see your elbow. Dude,
Oh, so it's out of the frame of the Twitch.
yeah, it's not about your camera shot, it's about the frame shot on the. Anyway, let's ignore this. There's a cute dog in the room, we all know it. Oh,
I love it.
oh my god.
adorable. She looks way better than my crotch, I promise.
Wow. If somebody doesn't clip that, that's gonna be amazing. Okay.
No gifts.
Let's move forward here. Greg, over the last 20 minutes, you have spent your time counting.
Yep.
And I think 20 minutes is enough for you to go through all this stuff.
Okay.
That doesn't seem like nearly enough time to be suspicious.
You have counted 1 emerald necklace, which you figure is worth about 100 gold.
I like this already.
There is a set of 5 rings. Each ring is probably about 25 gold.
Okay.
You count 850 silver pieces.
Okay.
You count 1,670 gold pieces.
How much?
1670. And you count 250 platinum pieces. Seems
goes
like
and opens the door on Greg.
seems like you found the Red Crow Horde and how Oligar was
Horde.
allowing Bodo to buy rounds at every bar in town.
Right.
Greg comes back and is like, I just found some copper pieces, guys. This is pretty disappointing.
What else? So that was the coin purse and the assorted coins from the chest. What are the 3 satchels?
Well, in the other purse from Bodo's
Okay.
room.
The other.
Yeah, that was all the loose change that you shoveled in to the bag of holding.
I love it.
The purse that you pulled from Bodo's little like hidden compartment contains 75 silver pieces,
Mm-hmm.
250 gold pieces, and those 3 little satchels. You open up one of them, you open up the other, and the other. They all seem to contain about 100 gold each of diamond dust. You recognize this to be spell components.
Thank you, Bodo.
Great. So we
Yeah.
cool. And then a fancy comfy pillow, a couple fancy towels, and some soap. All right, great.
Yeah, spending time, you figure that with all the soaps and the towels and everything, if you were to try to resell all that stuff, it's probably worth about 38 gold altogether.
No, Greg just wants to sleep comfortably on the road.
Yeah, so like there's 30 gold of like fancy soaps and candles, and then like 8 gold of, pardon me, of fine linens,
Okay.
and 1 giant ass comfy pillow.
Yeah. My comfy pillow.
Is it like a body pillow or is it not that big?
On Greg, yes, it's a body pillow.
I'm not that I'm like 4 feet. Come on.
Yeah, it's like a 4-foot
It
pillow.
was from a
Oh my
delight
god, I love it.
bed. It was
Yeah.
from
I want a
the-
4-foot pillow in real life.
Yeah, it was a big old bed. Like the bed was like 10 feet by 10 feet.
Right. All right.
Like,
Love it.
It's unfathomable like why anyone
Wait.
would need a bed that big.
I think that's like an Alaskan king.
Yeah.
Alaskan, Californian, whatever. Like
The
it
Alaskans
was a
bed.
big bed. Like
No,
It was-
Alaskan kings can fit like 30 people.
can they? I've never heard of one. I've heard of the California king, but never.
I had never heard of one either. Is it
Google
like-
Google it. Alaskan king bed.
Cool.
It's absolutely absurd.
All right,
pause the stream?
learn something
Pause
every
it.
day.
Do it.
So that is what you count out in the 20 minutes of Spoot's identifying shenanigans. Probably more
Okay.
like 30 minutes because they spent some time talking about the shield.
Okay.
But yeah,
Great.
what do you do now that you have counted all this out?
Well, Greg's brain just melted. Too much for Greg to try to steal. Greg has never seen this much treasure. The
Nope.
jewelry is in the pockets, and the rings put away. Like that's easy.
Oh,
But-
you also, while you're putting the rings in, you find that other ring with the gold ring with the amethyst that
Yeah.
Craig had,
Right.
which looks fancy.
Right. I probably need to identify that. But Greg wants to keep it for themselves. Yeah, Greg is just gonna sit there, staring at the bed and the pile of coins, like, open-mouthed, until
think we
somebody
should-
comes in the room to find out what happened. Because most money Greg has ever seen.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I mean, Spoot is doing his thing, just like
Yeah, so this is
He's
about the
hugging-
time when
hugging the
Spoot
giant
looks up.
pillow.
This is about the time when Spoot looks up and is like, "It's not a magical axe. It's not better than yours, defect."
How does it sound like Greg is coming in there?
Greg? Adis opens the door.
You see Greg rocking back and forth, holding a pillow roughly their size, staring at piles and piles of gold and silver and platinum and those 3 little satchels.
Holy shit, Greg! What? How much is that?
925 silver pieces. 1915. 1,915 gold pieces, I think, and 250 platinum pieces, plus 3 satchels of 100 gold of diamond dust.
Wait, you said 905 silver?
Yeah, I have to do the math real quick, but no, 925, I think. 850 plus 75. Yeah, 925 silver
So that's 92 gold.
and 1,920. Hey, I was close. Gold pieces and 250 platinum.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's, we shouldn't let the cops know we have that.
No.
Put that away, Greg. Put it away. Back in the bag.
What's is everything okay in there? Says Spoot as he's gonna.
Spoot, you look
we're
in,
independently wealthy.
I just
And,
shovel everything back in the
you
bag.
see
Except
this
for a
like
satchel.
Scrooge McDuckian pile of treasure on
Yes,
on Greg's bed.
precisely.
Spoot will just go. Oh, is that?
Yeah,
Oh.
just let's keep it hidden for now. Let's just not speak
Well-
of it until.
Unless you need one of these.
I mean, we can certainly
What's
find
that?
another.
It's the diamond dust. You use it for spells, right, Spoot?
Yes, actually, I do have at least a spell or two that uses that. I suppose now we can buy a new diamond.
Well, yeah, like 6.
I do feel that perhaps
Hopefully, we don't need 6.
Sandpoint, not Sandpoint, Southbrook could maybe use some of this as well to get them back on their feet. It seems to be plenty to spare now.
We freed them?
Well, whatever.
Oh,
Helps you sleep at night, Spook would say as he turns to leave.
right.
Wow,
Grig's face.
a D&D character who doesn't keep the money. Wow, crazy.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
Greg, we're keeping that just to let you know. It's not.
Okay, good, because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard Spoot say.
Yeah, that's not. We freed them. They're fine.
I mean, maybe a little bit of money for like fixing the inn, right? We kind of trashed the place.
50 gold? I think that's what they would earn in like a year, right?
Yeah, I mean, get him some nice booze.
Yeah. Maybe send him like 50 gold, then we keep the rest. How's that sound?
I mean, sure.
Okay, so Greg has
An absurd amount of money.
repiled all the gold, like Scrooge piling gold into his top hat. Greg has dumped the money back into the bag of holding.
I feel like Greg is just like starts shoveling some of it and then just like paralyzes again and just starts like having a seizure and then goes back to like.
It's a very stop and go process.
It's too much. It's too much. It's so good. Oh my god.
Around the time you finish, there's a knock on the front door. And the guards come in and deliver your evening meal.
Greg, there's dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one single like long table. Jathleen comes and sits down just kind of on a corner and just like starts helping herself. Kaylin wakes up and kind of almost awkwardly kind of walks into the room and kind of glances around and just quietly sits one chair over from the end, as though like leaving 2 seating options open for people, one on either side of him.
I'll sit down next to him. I also grab my mushroom liquor.
Okay. And Olive comes out and just sits down wherever the fuck she wants. And you all begin this meal. It's nothing fancy. It's like obviously some pretty, it's like decently cooked like trout. It is warm still, like it must have come from somewhere nearby. But it's very basically seasoned, and there's like a little salad with it, and you know, it's very basic fare. But it's tastes fine, and yeah, you all have this meal together.
Does anybody want some mushroom liquor? Celebratory.
Oh, that stuff's terrible.
Wow, it's fantastic.
Kaylin raises an eyebrow. Mushroom liquor? And
Yes.
by the way, Adis, Kaylin like got your portion for you. Like he just kind of made a plate and put it in front of
Aw.
you. Like
That's so sweet.
without even asking, he just kind of did it.
I'll pour him a glass of mushroom liquor.
Defect recognizes the circumstances, and he will also ask for mushroom liquor.
Okay.
Jethleen? Did I say that right? Jethleen?
Jathleen, yeah.
Do you want some mushroom liquor? It's great.
After today? Fuck yeah.
I'll pour her a glass too.
Wonderful.
I am going to purposely fail my con save.
Okay. So you just drink without giving a crap.
Yes.
Very cool.
Guy made good first impressions.
Yeah. Yeah, you down it, and your mouth immediately goes numb. Your tongue, you can't feel it at all,
I would
and
imagine
your
I would
lips
eat a
are
little
very
bit
numb.
So.
Yeah, like you ate something to put some stuff in your stomach because you knew what was coming from this,
Yeah.
and your whole mouth just it's all numb, and you can't really move it. But it's a nice light feeling, and you feel your head just kind of like that kind of I can't really think, so everything's cloudy and it's all good kind of feeling kind of washes over you.
Yes.
Defect, you can make a con save if you
If you
are.
want.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You can opt to fail.
Double nat 20s.
Oh my god. So
Nice.
you don't feel anything? That's lame.
I feel
Yeah,
nothing.
you down it and like no problem whatsoever. You just take it to the heezy. Kathleen, kind of imitating Defect, kind of like sniffs it and is like, ooh, but then downs it and goes, what the, and like almost falls over, manages to catch herself, and
just wait till it
I-
really hit.
I can't feel my tongue, my tongue. What happened to my
I
tongue?
told you.
It'll go away, but you start just feeling really nice. It
Kale,
was made by goblins.
you're saying this
Gnomes, right?
as
Goblin.
it was goblins, as Kalen is finishing his swig of it. He's like, goblin
Goblins.
made this.
They did.
Well, that's oh my.
Told you.
I think I need to go lay down again.
You're gonna sleep great.
He kind of looks at you and kind of smirks. He's like, I will now. And he kind of gets up and goes back to his room. And like in doing so, he's like, whoa. Neither of them rolled above a 5, so it hit them hard. One of them was unconscious earlier. Well, they were both kind of unconscious earlier, actually. So
I wonder. I just for shits. I don't even. Would that have passed?
yeah,
Okay.
you
So I could have if I wanted to.
yeah. If you had if you had chosen to make a con save instead of failing it, but yeah, you still got almost a full bottle of this stuff because it's really like a one drink and you're done kind of stuff.
I think I bought 2.
You did. So
We're gonna have this
Yeah.
the whole campaign, guys.
there's quite a bit left.
You're just gonna get everybody to drink it.
Yes. One day you will drink it, Greg. Even if you know it or not.
So
I
The-
will song you.
so
Spoot's really
your what was that, Spoot?
Spoot's gonna have to have a talk about consent.
Consent matters. It's very important.
It does.
So you all finish up your meals, your drinks, and you can retire for the evening unless you have anything else you want to do.
Yes, I think he did. No, I think that's it. I will. If we didn't make it clear to Greg about the identify, I will catch Greg up on what we identified and return their pearl, and just double check that there was nothing else that I should have checked in the meantime.
Promise to keep it a secret. Follow me.
Oh, okay. I will follow Greg. I will cast Non-detection. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have any detection.
Once we're in Greg's
But I do
room,
have the diamond dust.
You do.
Greg will pull
You
out.
still couldn't
do.
hide from
You
me.
have a lot of it. We'll pull out the ring. Be like, I want this. Also, I want it to be a
Okay,
surprise.
Oh, well, what
I
do you
hope
know
it's
what
a
it
thing.
does?
I don't. I could do it tomorrow, but if you can do it tonight, then I don't have to do it tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I can.
it's a
Just give
ritual,
me
so
some time if you don't mind.
you don't need a spell slot for it.
I don't know
I
if
have to prep it.
It
artificers.
has to be prepared.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it needs to be prepped. Yeah.
And
so
for me, it's always prepared. So
yeah. So yeah, you can take another 10 minutes or 11 minutes casting Identify on this ring. And you
Okay.
learn that the ring is indeed magical. It is
not
a
magic, Rick. I'm so sorry.
It will fong you.
So what you learn, Spoot, is that this is a ring of charm. It is a gold ring set with a shining amethyst. It requires attunement. The ring has one charge, which it regains after a long rest. While attuned, you may use your action to expend the charge to cast the Charm Person spell as a first level spell. The target must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or suffer the effects of the spell as normal. When the ring has 0 charges, roll a d20. On a 1, the amethyst cracks and the ring loses its magic, becoming a mundane item.
I will say all that. And
Wait, it only has one charge?
Yep.
Oh.
so Greg,
It recharges it
on a long rest.
on a long rest.
Right, but if you use it, it has a chance to not be useful
Yeah.
ever again.
Correct. You have to roll every time.
Yeah, there's a 5% chance that it could shatter.
I
Greg,
will keep that.
Greg
Uh,
is a charming individual.
Well, I think it was Greg, or was it Spoot, who noticed that ring in the warehouse.
It was
Spook.
Spoot.
Yeah, so Spoot, you actually recognize the ring. And learning what it does, you also realize that when Kaylin and Craig disappeared, it's because Craig had used this ring to cast Charm Person on Kaylin at that time.
Ah. Having put this together, I will just sort of say that out loud to Greg. I think this must have been used on Kaylin before they disappeared at the warehouse.
That sounds about right.
Seems to be a very powerful bit of magic. Well, I trust you, Greg. And here's your pearl. And I'll hand the pearl back.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We trust Greg as they're hiding like 1,000 gold from us.
I didn't
Yeah.
successfully hide it.
If
Oh, the jewelry?
Spoot wasn't like a poor traveling hermit, he would care. But
They just might give all of our money away.
as long as occasionally I can get a diamond to bring somebody back from the dead, I'll probably be fine.
Yeah, Greg
Yeah.
is gonna have all the money always.
You
Greg
can
tried to help.
Yeah, you can deal with carrying your group finances however you so decide.
Are we doing? Does money have a weight? I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
the bag
matter
of
so much in the
holding,
bag. If you were like trying to carry around a certain amount, like on your person, like I don't generally track like an ounce of coins is worth whatever, but I would like give you like you can carry like X amount of gold around in your pocket at any given time.
Sure.
And this is a really good time for me to point out that I always keep most of my gold in the bag of holding. I keep like 10, 20 gold. Maybe I'll pull out more if I'm shopping, but it's always put away. It's not a lot on my belt pouch.
Okay, so it's just like in the bag of holding in your backpack.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
The bag
Most
inside of the bag.
Yeah, for most of the money, because Greg, as a former pickpocket,
Yeah,
That's
I've got
makes sense.
Got a little pouch in my shell.
In the shell.
Inside, you tuck in.
It's like a necklace, but I put it inside the shell part.
So yeah, anything else anybody wants to do before you rest?
Pass out.
No, I'll tell Greg to have a good night, sleep well, and I don't know, go find whatever empty corner there is and lay
Yeah.
down.
So right now there's this room that has Grig in it, which you assume Defect will join them in.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Jathleen has gone into another room. You know that Kaelin is in a separate room. You presume that Adis will probably take the other bed in that room, but who knows? And you know that Olive is in another room. So the 4 rooms have at least one person in them at the moment.
I'll go be with Olive.
Okay. You pop in. Olive's already like passed out after dinner. She like
As I am Olive tonight, and she cannot disagree.
Consent matters.
Yeah. Great. So you all go to sleep. Cool.
Yeah. Curled up around my giant pillow.
Yeah. Dreams of gold kind of wash in your mind, Greg.
Or is
Swimming
it a
through
nightmare?
gold.
Adis, what room do you choose to sleep in?
I'll sleep in the one with Kaelin, just separate bed.
Yeah. When you enter, you see that Kaelin is asleep. Like, he's passed out. He's had a very rough couple of days. I'd like you to make an insight check.
Oh wait, no, I don't add anything to that. Never mind.
So 14. With a 14, you get a sense that he is sleeping very soundly and very easily. And with your passive perception, you definitely notice the slight kind of, well, the peaceful look on his face. Like, his face is relaxed. He's kind of rolled away a little bit. But you can still see like a slight look of contentment on his face as he sleeps. You also notice that there is a wet spot on his pillow, as though he had cried at some point.
Oh. So sad.
Mushy stuff.
Very mushy.
Tanner feels super mushy. I don't know if Adis is quite the mushy type.
That's fine. You
Deciding
determine how Ada feels about this. I'm just telling you things that you notice because you have a fucking ridiculous perception. But
It only gets better.
you all go to bed.
Good night.
Spoot.
Oh no.
As you sleep in your shell, you will dream of a silver-skinned woman with kind of these golden orbs for eyes that you've seen many times before. And she's just walking along a road, kind of nondescript. And you realize that you're walking alongside of her. And she's just walking, and you're there with her. What do you do?
Oh, an interactive dream.
Maybe. I mean, she's walking with you.
Oh no. Spoot will ask, because I've actually been wondering this, and I don't think I've ever asked Swoop will say, if you don't mind me asking, who who are you? Should I know?
You see a smile uh, across her face, and when she smiles, it is beautiful. You see like the sunrise through morning mist kind of beauty in her smile. I am but a humble servant of the wandering God, just as you are, Spoot. My name is
I
immaterial, as
Please,
is most of me.
Suspicious.
I see. How long have you been on your journey?
Since it all began. How long have you been on yours?
Oh, well, since it began, too, I suppose. But that hasn't been very long. Although I feel like I've covered quite a lot of distance sometimes in such a short amount of time.
She just kind of nods, kind of strolling along this path. And as you walk, you realize that the path just kind of appears and it bends or curves and goes up or down, and it doesn't seem to impact your ability to travel it at all.
Let's see, what thoughts are in the front of Spoot's mind right now? Let's see. Spoot will say, the journey has been very difficult these past few days, and I sense that the difficulty that we've experienced recently, well, it's not over yet, and I think I would like to see that through to an end. Is this the path that I'm meant to walk?
Spoot. The path that you walk is of your own choosing. There may be times when you are tasked with certain objectives. And perhaps then the road becomes a little clearer. I can sense you want answers that are substantial, but not all answers are. If you choose this path, then it's the one that you are meant to go on.
Well, I suppose the choice has been made then. And
Remember, paths are just temporary. You never know what's coming, and you can stop along them, you can pull off to the side, you can take a path one way and come back. The horizon is evermore, Spoot. Unlimited potential, unlimited options, unlimited joys and sorrows. Traveling the path of the wandering God is not for everybody. But you have always shown a thirst for knowledge and for answers. And sometimes the answers can only be found at the journey's end.
I feel like perhaps I've been a little distracted on this journey of late, and I get the feeling that there are others in my party, the friends of mine that I've made, that are also looking for answers, and I would like to help them find that. I don't really know if I should ask this, but do they stay on this journey with me?
She smiles again. Who can say? I have no control over your friends nor their fate.
Well, I hope they do. I would like to find some answers for some of them.
I can tell you this, though, Spoot. Despite your self-deprecating nature, you are a very amiable fellow, and quite easy to like. If you were not, I wouldn't waste my time checking in from time to time.
You know, it makes me feel a great deal of peace when you do check in, even if I don't always know why.
You're not supposed to. Spoot, for all the talent you have, all the faith you put in the wandering god, and all the faith you deny yourself, you are still a mortal. And mortals do not understand the answers. That doesn't mean you can't search for them and find them eventually. When you are ready to go on the next journey, there are many wonders that will await you, should you choose the wandering god's path. The paths go everywhere, Spoot. The horizons over the astral sea, over all the planes of existence, are more varied and wonderful and terrifying than you can comprehend in your current state of being. Do not fear death if it comes to you. But more importantly, Spoot, do not fear life. Do not fear to live. Do not fear to make mistakes or errors. Mistakes and errors are just another way to learn. Do not fear to be right. Do not fear to voice your opinion. Have faith in yourself, Spoot. Knowledge of the self is the one knowledge that we know more than anyone else. And when we share that knowledge, we gain a power that rivals the most intense magical spells. And she kind of smirks after she says this, and looks over to you for the first time in a while, like making eye contact. So chill out, Spoot, and go easy on yourself.
Spoot, I think, will be unable to. He has to laugh at this, I think, and say,
You
"Thank
think?
you." Yes, as I'm laughing now.
Yeah, she smiles as you laugh, and she says, "Now, I have another path for a little while, but take in the scenery along your own." And you hear a... And you turn to look at her, and she's gone.
Spoot will be in the middle of saying, "Don't take too long."
Yeah, she's out of there, buddy.
Oh, pretty sure Spoot's asexual. Maybe this is his love. I don't know.
Could be.
Okay. Well, that was peaceful.
Yeah, the rest of your dreams are easy travels, easy prevails, and nothing too crazy. Defect.
Yes.
As you are shut down, resting, sleeping, normally you're not one given to dreams too often. But tonight you do dream. You dream of something spherical. It's like a glowing orb. But not bright like the sun, more silvery. And then you see another one kind of farther back from it. Just these two floating silver orbs circling over your head.
I'm sorry, you said over my head? So,
Yeah, like not like ooh they're circling, or they're orbiting your head, but like up in a dark sky.
okay. Okay, I'll stop and look at them for a while. Do they eventually do anything else, or just...
They just exist in that inky blackness. For whatever reason, they seem to call your attention.
Hmm.
And as
Okay.
you look up at them, Defect,
Right.
you get intense feelings of an instinctual nature. To run, to tear through the underbrush, to defeat your foes. Everything about this speaks to your primal nature, especially given that you are one who chooses to identify with the primalness within beasts of the land and sea and sky. These two orbs are just fascinating, and it's almost impossible to resist the urge to stare up at them.
Um, but upon getting that urge to run, can I do that?
Yeah,
Can
you
I...
feel grass underneath you. You feel brush as you run.
All right,
You
so yeah,
feel the
I'll
grass
do...
part over your chest, over your legs, and over
Um,
your hind legs. And you realize you are running on all four.
okay.
And all the while, you can't help but stare up at these moons, or orbs, or dots, or eyes, or whatever these round things are.
Is there in my dream some sort of reflective surface, like a lake or a pond, where I can
Make a
look at?
perception check.
21?
Looking around, yeah, you see a reflective pool of water.
So I run over and stare to the water to see if I can catch my image.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh,
With a 5, the pool's just not interesting, and you look up towards these orbs once again.
okay.
And the dream continues. And
That's
you
how
all
it
wake up.
continues.
A long rest completed. And congratulations, everyone. You are level 7 now.
Woot.
Woo! Everybody level 7. Level up.
Spoot. Sorry.
Yeah, good job, y'all. You are level 7 indeed. And Adis, when you wake up, you look over in the opposite bed, and Kalen is not there.
What?
And you realize the blanket he was using has been thrown over you.
I leave the room?
You find Kalen in the kitchen.
Okay.
He kind of smiles and says, "Oh, you're up. They brought some breakfast. It's just porridge, but there's water, and I've heated it up." And
Oh, thank you. I was about to say, like, Tanner was about to be like, this bitch.
not everything's a betrayal. Sometimes he just wants to make you food.
No, I thought he just, like, ran away, and I was like, God damn it.
After 20 years, you think you'd know someone.
Yeah, fair. No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is anybody else awake yet, or?
Not yet. I'm sure your friends will be waking up soon. Here, I diced up some apples as well for the porridge if you want.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And as you sit down and put some chopped apples in your porridge, he sits down next to you and does the same, and looks over next to you, and just kind of smiles and begins eating his porridge. And that's where we will end tonight's session. Pulling back on these two men who once knew each other very well. So well done, everybody.
We didn't die.
You did not die. You have leveled up. You have increased your financial stability.
By a lot.
Yeah,
In a
it's
minute.
almost like taking out the head of like a smuggling / mercenary band, like yields rich monetary rewards.
Which? Where? Burn it.
That's later. That's a whole nother
Our
adventure.
Our next mission, witch hunt.
Yeah.
Let's focus
yeah.
on the histories of Adis and Defect in the meantime. They sound peaceful.
They sound peaceful. Yeah, real peaceful.
I mean,
I gotta
Oh,
make
don't
up
tell me
some
Greg doesn't
history.
want to dig into Defect's history.
Oh, Grig is all in for defense. Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm pretty sure it involves ducks.
You all find out that Defect is really just a polymorphed duck.
Can you imagine?
And that's why he doesn't remember anything.
I
That
love it.
explains the anger.
Right?
He's
Or
a
is that
true polymorphed duck.
No, that's geese.
Geese. Yeah, yes.
Geese are the mean ones.
Swans are the mean ones.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah.
are nasty, actually.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we had some swans at UMass Amherst, and whoo boy, they were aggressive. They're mean.
There's some by my work in the bay, but I just look at them from 200 feet away.
Yeah, they had the unfortunate life of living like in a pond a very small pond in the middle of like the campus green. And so college kids out and about throwing a frisbee, like lunching, like they're always within 10 feet of these fucking swans. And just, ugh. I don't know if they or their descendants are still there. I don't know how long swans live, but
They are
They're
forever
still spawned
haunting
there.
that
I mean-
property.
The pond is
Probably.
still there, so
I'm sure the pond is still.
it just they always I think they come back to their nesting grounds.
That makes sense. But anyway, well done, y'all. You all had some great success this evening. You identified a couple magical items that you now need to sort out. Well, I guess Grig is keeping that ring, and you'll have to see if Spoot wants to keep this shield, which is very useful. It just is a little macabre.
It's
You might
useful.
accidentally spear blood on it because you're gonna bonk people with it.
I think I'm just gonna have to work out a deal with like Defect that he'll just have to like smear my shield and I'll close my eyes.
It does not say that the attuned creature has to smear blood on it for 1 minute. It just says that it needs to a minute needs to be spent doing it.
You just have to have one of us with less morals do it.
I'll draw hearts on
A
it.
weaker moral
Little
compass.
stick figures.
It's not
with
weakened.
swords.
Give the imp lipstick and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spoot with like a giant heart around it.
Well, it's you gotta do the like fancy S to start Spoot.
Wait, is it like the middle school
Yes,
one with the like
yeah.
the three lines and the
Yeah. Everybody knows what it is. Nobody
Okay.
knows where it came from.
What it's called? It's just
Yeah,
the
no.
middle school S.
Yeah. Because like
I mean, I saw a design
Yeah.
the other day that I didn't know where I saw it. It's actually the Dixie Cup design.
mm-hmm.
That like swath thing, the blue thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Little
I saw it. And I was
I
like, where the
I
fuck
have
did I-
seen shirts with that image on it. I've seen a car that got
Nice.
detailed with it. Like that Dixie cup design is pervasive.
Yeah.
And the artist who did it
Right.
got paid like nothing for it, and
Oh,
gets
yeah.
and gets no
Enter
stuff. Back.
Nike swoosh.
Oh yeah, the swoosh.
Mhm.
I mean that S and the Dixie cup design will go to my grave with me. Like I will never forget that.
Right.
Oh wait, Matt, do you know how polymorph? It's my favorite spell.
No, I don't actually, and I only get one spell slot at fourth level.
Is polymorph 4th or 5th?
I don't even think I get
think
access
yeah,
to
I
it.
think clerics don't have it.
No, some clerics do.
Not a knowledge, I don't think.
Hold
I
on.
don't know. I don't know.
We'll ask Olive.
Yeah.
Honestly, I only have. No, I have a few. Let me double check. Sorry.
I'm looking at.
Cool.
both
Well,
right now.
while you all sort out your stuff, let's go around and say some goodbyes for this evening. Feel free to plug anything that you may have going on or that you are particularly interested in, if there's like a Kickstarter or something you want to throw out there. And I will figure out who we will raid tonight. Let's start up in the corner here with Spoot. Spoot, take it away.
Hello, I'm taking it. It is now gone. No, I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. This is Matt playing Spoot, and yeah, not much to report here except that I should be back in New York City this weekend. So
Oh, nice.
I'll
Hey.
have a different backdrop next week. Probably considerably fewer lamps. But yeah.
Wonderful. Moving on down to Adis.
Thanks for watching. Tune in next week to see more awkward, mushy shit. Maybe shopping. Wanna go
Maybe.
shopping.
Maybe shopping.
Why are we shopping?
I like shopping.
Moving on.
We almost died. Treat yourself.
Fair. Little retail therapy.
I mean, nothing expensive. Maybe just some new clothes,
Right.
some nice food.
Yeah. The world is your oyster at this moment, provided you aren't all arrested for trespassing and murder.
True. A portable
We're like-
bathtub.
Under halfway house arrest.
You are in protective custody at the moment. You're not
Mm.
under arrest, but you are being kept an eye on. Moving on over to Greg. Greg,
That's
take it away.
me. Hi, I'm Amber. Thanks for watching. I thought I saw something this week, but now I can't forget what it is, so I'll just go to the standby. Go check out Cirk Works, CIRK Works, WORKX. I mean S. I can't spell. On Etsy, make some lovely little leather bags,
Yeah.
mostly for dice, but you could put other stuff if you want. And that's
What
all I
else
got.
is there? Wonderful. Moving up to Defect.
Thank you, everyone, for spending your Cinco de Mayo with us.
Oh, that's
You-
right.
Forgot that was today.
That's today. So again, thank you for watching. Sorry I came in late. By the way, what was the question at the beginning?
What you were
fun?
feeling in that moment.
Oh, I was feeling unconscious at that moment. The session. Yeah, so I'm
That's
good.
fair.
Here we go.
Cool.
Thank you. Good night.
And I am Jared. I have been your friendly dungeon master. Thank you so much for joining us. Check us out on all the socials, all at Nuuli Forged. Check out our old episodes on YouTube. And thank you for spending your Cinco de Mayo with us. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And we'll see you all next time. We're going to raid Lost Initiative. Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Hashtag Griefect.